welcome back to the Belong Arena Clash Mortal Kombat 11 series. I am Falcon, joined by History Behind the Warrior.
Hello and welcome to the third week, and we have some fantastic matches, a very exciting run back from the finals we did have at Season 2. That's been the Claymores up against the London Lionhearts, so can expect some bad blood. As well as some
blood, but also, it's it's really up in the air. It depends how hungry Clyde are, because now they have the introduction of a new player, Euphemism.
Yes. Of course, the self-proclaimed master of the random select.
The master of the random select. The guy can play the entire roster, allegedly. We'll have to see what kind of picks we're actually going to see from Euphemism this evening. But we also have new player as well, Mr. Jack Spratt on the London Lionhearts. There is an option for him to be subbed in, as well as he's the fourth player on that team. And if they choose to, we'll have to see how he performs this week as well. But tonight's matches are definitely going to be awesome, and there are going to be some pretty high-level action.
Yeah, I honestly cannot wait, because what we saw from the caliber of play in the finals was really exciting. And one of the things I do love about Long Arena Clash is the new faces we get in and some of the talent we get, because of course you are very familiar with Jack Spratt as well. You know, having played with him for
Crawley
substantial amount of time.
Let's go.
Of course, Euphemism has been around the NRS team scene, for a very, very long amount of time. I'm wondering and interested to see what experience he can bring to the table as a player.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also a matter of team familiarity. The Glaswegian players play a lot with each other, from what I'm aware. Now, they also have returning player Azarath, who is going to be probably rocking that Scarlet, as we saw last time as well. But I know that Euphemism, Nausea, and Op all play quite a lot with each other, meaning they've all been leveling up with each other. And, all three of them are very strong players. This is just regarding the main roster, excluding the substitute, because Azarath is also a very good player. Now, on the side of Lionhearts, they're more individual in that respect. We have Video Games Yo, we have Hollow, who's a known name in the UK FGC in multiple different titles, and then we've got Spyware, who is also on the main roster, returning player from Season 1 and 2, but he's the only player on the Lionhearts that has won both seasons.
Yes, it's this bit of a legacy player, I'd say, so I'm interested to see what he can bring to the table. Of course, I believe he still is rocking that really tidy cabal, as we did see a fair bit.
I think you're right there. Now, Mr. Jack Spratt as well has quite an array of characters. I think he is definitely the dark horse of this match right here, because if they opt to sub him in, I do believe that he will do quite a bit of damage. Very consistent Nightwolf, and also quite a strong Sindel. But you know me, I'm a big fan of the Nightwolf. However, it's really a matter of who is picking who. We know Nausea, a quite patented noob Cybot player, has a pocket collector as well that we've seen in the past. Op, rocking the Sonya, most likely. Very much known for the Sonya play. Euphemism is just random select.
He's random select. If he actually, a human being.
He is. He's the human version of Charade from Soul Calibur. He's Mokujin. We have Video Games Yo, who honestly has quite an array of strong picks. We've seen this this man right here dominate his way through multiple different tournaments.
Yes.
And also has the strongest Shao Kahn I've ever seen in my life. So if he plays Shao, you best believe I'm going to scream, because I love the character too much. And this guy really makes him work. Makes him look like a very scary character.
We also have to talk about his level of play, and of course right now there's a lot of talk in the community, especially on Twitter, about him being the fan favorite to take LCQ, which of course leads up to Final Kombat, which will be the finals and the reveal of your boy Spawn. But before we get to that,
Spawn, give me Spawn.
I cannot wait to see these matches tonight. I'm really, really excited. Really, really, really excited.
Now, it's really hard to predict how this is actually going to go, right? I think if we're looking at results for the Arena Clash specifically, the Lionhearts are the favorites to win this.
Of course, two-time champions.
Yep, that is true. And they are the benchmark, essentially. They are the team that has reigned over every other team for 2 seasons straight. And are they planning to do this for their 3rd season? That's something we don't know. Because, like we said, team synergy on the side of Clyde is very good. Now, with London, I have absolutely no idea how much these players play with each other. Whether that matters or not is another story, because I think it's always good to be playing with your team. Practice with the people that you're playing with, especially when you've got such a strong team like the London Lionhearts.
So the question is, are the Clyde Claymores able to take it over London Lionhearts from their familiarity with each other, or will the somewhat lone wolves in Lionhearts, be able to make it through? That's the interesting question right now. But, London Lionhearts as of right now, it's hard to deny that they're most likely the fan favorites, but I can't help but root for the underdog a little bit because
Oh
the
yeah, for
Claymores
sure.
did so well during the finals,
Mm.
but it wasn't meant to be. But there's always this season, of
Naja
course.
was also the only person to take a game on VGY. If
Yes.
he's able to do more than that, I mean, if anything, that should be a huge confidence booster going forwards, right?
Question: will we see a flawless into a mercy into also another flawless?
If we see that again, I'm taking off this headset and I'm walking away. No, I'm not. But what I am going to do is we're probably just going to be in this. One of us is going to be screaming and one of us is going to be face palming, because that is something so painful. The empathy in me really rings true. I feel so bad for everyone inflicted by such a curse. To be flawless, mercied, and then flawless again. It's definitely.
It's ridiculous as a commentator when you can't go from you can't really do hype, but your voice goes like another octave above what it is. I was watching it back, of course, season finals, and I was like, we really did really well.
I mean, sometimes we end up sounding like Wheezy from Toy Story 2 on Adderall, but seriously, like, the point is sometimes we just see these kinds of plays, and they just blow our mind in a way that we just think... So Mortal Kombat is a great game for what I will call BM, right?
Yes.
And Mercy is possibly one of the funniest mechanics I've seen in a fighting game, because it is so inherently disrespectful, but at the same time can create opportunity for some of the sickest comebacks we've ever seen.
Yeah.
One
thing we need to remember, the motion to mercy someone is to literally teabag 3 times and then release the button to bring them back. So, yeah, like you said,
stat switch teabag 3 times, let go of it. Yeah, and... there's so many unfortunate events. Do you remember at Hyper Combo when VGY was essentially pressured into mercying his younger brother in tournament?
I'm never letting him forget that.
And he did mercy him, and then Josh TQ, the Aaron Black player, his younger brother, brought it back with the tiniest sliver of health and actually won that game.
He didn't mercy back.
He didn't mercy him back. He just took the rounds, and then he did not mercy him back because he was like, no, it was your choice to mercy me. I'm not mercying you. I'm just taking the W and going forwards, man. I got a train to catch. And he's out of there. He left Video Games Yo there with his prize money left to pay for all the medical bills that he left him with. And really, it's like Mercy can go one of two ways. It's either going to be the nuttiest comeback into the other person probably just taking the win on you, or it's just going to be disrespect and you can just, damage the opponent's mental going forwards in that regard. But fighting games have a lot of different ways to play mind games, don't they?
Of course, it's the mental composure that comes with them, as well as like, we were talking about it earlier as well, actually, conditioning.
Yeah.
That's a really important part of this game, and
Yeah.
how you approach a fighting game, how you force your opponent to think how you're playing, then switch things up, kind of throw them off the game and their mentality. So it's up to them to ultimately adapt as well as yourself, but it comes down to the player, the quality, the familiarity, most importantly, as well as matchup knowledge, because that is always extremely important in fighting games.
Matchup knowledge is definitely important. However, all 8 of these players are very good players, and they've all done their homework. They all know a vast majority of the matchups in the game, I'm quite sure, and options against a lot of the things that are conventionally very difficult to deal with, or playstyles that are difficult to deal with. All of them have... now, I can't really speak much on behalf of Mr. Jack Spratt and Azarath, but I know that the other 6 players have plenty of tournament experience and competitive experience, meaning that they most likely have that composure that they need, the ability to keep calm, make the right decisions, thinking before you press buttons.
Kombat League.
And yeah, just... and I really, really do feel like that experience is evident when it comes to playing in, in a competitive setting against each other, because keeping composure can be one of the hardest things to do in anything competitive. It's very easy to get flustered, but that's not really a factor when it comes to both of these teams, which is also really just, it gets the adrenaline in me going, because I'm really excited to see how everyone plays tonight. I really want to see if Clyde are ready for this run back, if they're ready to take the W in the London Lionhearts and actually, give them the L that they have not got since Season 1, since the very beginning of the Arena Clash for Mortal Kombat 11.
They've definitely come extremely, extremely close every single time, but it just has slipped out their fingers. They're not far off it, but, they got a bit of a mountain to climb before they get there eventually.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, with Video Games Yo, he does have a few characters he can pick from. He's got Nightwolf, he's got Jax, Johnny, Well, these are the three characters we've probably seen out of him competitively the most. There is the Shao Kahn that he's very much known for, but with Shao, it's understandable that when you're playing against a team of Clyde's caliber and when you're playing against very active players, very forward-thinking players, it's harder to play those characters that are regarded as lower tier. You know, Shao is he's not a top 5 character. Now, whilst this does not mean that he is unviable, he's perfectly viable. It's just very hard. It's always going to be an uphill battle when you're playing a character that isn't as good as your other picks or other characters in the roster because of how limited they can be. But Video Games Yo has a way to work that to his favor by absolutely minimizing the amount of things in his, in his tool belt. He's not going to be throwing out a bunch of strings just pre-dialed in. He's not going to pre-dialing like pokes into specials and other gimmicky things like that. He's not going to rely too much on one option, and if it doesn't work, he's going to keep going for the option. He's enough of a smart player to really consider like what he needs to do to win. We see him do very clever things such as using up hammer and chip territory because he knows that the trade isn't going to work out in his favor. But we're going to kick things off with Hollow versus Op. Now I do remember these two had some pretty back and forth matches, and Hollow is going to stay on that Dark Sabbath noob Cybot that he loves very much.
Of course, it's this character that I know he really does enjoy, because I know there are many individuals that picked up his other variation, Seeing Double, which keeps a lot of the strings safe. It does have really, really nice, good damage. Also makes it far, far easier to guarantee a particular crushing blow. But it's all about landing those hits, and right now it's definitely very back and forth.
Now he plays this this hybrid style of zoning with that fast projectile with the ghost ball, and then he plays a very, what I will call quite a simple game, in the sense that what a hit confirm. So in a sense that he will down to your jump ins, he will use his mid to long range moves to really just harass you and chip out your damage, and then he'll use his pokes. That was a bit of a Hail Mary right there. Good block from Op, but couldn't get the punish. But the punish on that down back 4 in the air, absolutely going to close it out.
That was really, really good stuff from Op right there. I'm surprised that Hollow didn't actually hold that block right there, to be fair, and I feel like that lost him the round ultimately, but right now we're just seeing a bit of a trade game going on.
Yeah, health bar is looking pretty even right now, but that down back 4 going to clip out that Sonya's excellent jump 3.
Uh-oh, corner damage. Oh, good realizing that he's in the corner, goes for
and a confirm.
Ooh, nasty damage.
Wake up, down 2. Probably reading the back 1 meaty, right?
Absolutely. Saw the block right there.
Yeah, these trades are just going to be in favor of Op, and that Hail Mary Fatal Blow again, this is not going to work.
Oh, gets caught by, I believe that's it.
Yeah, hate to see it, to love to hate it, to see it, to love to hate it. Because that is the kind of stuff that you get when only the second ring connects with you, and to lose the game in its actual heartbeat like that. At the literal snap of Thanos' fingers, like, your health bar is gone, mate. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that was quite unfortunate for Hollow, because I did feel like he had that first round. If he just held the block, the block, then he ultimately would have won that. Because it definitely seemed like Orp just dialed in the fatal blow anyway. It's one of those cases where I'll throw it out, see what happens.
I do have to kind of correct myself as well, because I did call him like Hail Mary Fatal Blows. The first one definitely was, but I think what Hollow was trying to do is he was trying to get the trade on the energy rings.
Yes.
But Op clearly just knew that he wasn't going to keep throwing energy rings in this very monotonous pattern, that you would be able to do that against him, because obviously Fatal Blows have armor from the 8th frame onwards, and Noobs tracks you from full screen if you are grounded. So really, it is a clever decision to use it to sponge one of the energy rings and then get the Fatal Blow.
Oh.
But being wise to
it. Just Seeing Double, actually.
Yeah, no, I think this is a better pick, because if you're going to try and play a projectile war, or you're going to try and play a zoning game against Sonya Blade, you're probably going to want the one that does a bit better in that regard.
No.
Yeah, that was super risky. No breakaway, though. Oh, he's got to guess 50-50s now.
Clipped all the overheads. Oh, we've seen another cancel. Oh. Big damage going. Oh, off the trade for down 2.
Oh, that's the second time his down 2 has failed on a read on that jump.
Nice. Of course, that stacks up to a crushing blow. Both players have access to fatal blow. Oh,
there it is. Just what we were talking about. That's going to close out the round for Hollow. Clever stuff right there, and Op getting a bit too hasty and trying to find one of those energy rings. But this does work out better for Op. Now he has the peace of mind going forward for the next 2 rounds that he would have to win, knowing that there is no Fatal Blow in the side of Hollow, meaning he doesn't have that option anymore.
Oh, no.
That's a big punish. He does not have breakaway.
Yes,
don't drop this Op.
Oh, gets pushed to the corner. That's
it's almost 43. Yeah, right there.
Oh, is he cancelled? No, go commit to it.
Just using really clever stuff as well, just using the pushback. Third time that Sonya down 2 is just not working out. You may want to try and opt it for a jab instead, maybe.
Anything possible, but Hollow put against in the corner against
Oh, that was a really good jump, but didn't get the jump 3 in time.
Alright, just keep things very simple.
Yeah.
Oh, nice air to air from Warp.
There it was. That was Injustice reaction. Seeing you jump, he is going to jump and meet you in that air, kick you right in the face, and send you back to the Solnado. You go, my friend.
So you cancel? Yeah, we are. And
that 1-3 is pretty dirty as well.
That's right.
Yep, off with no offensive bar right now, but just whiffing that jump kick. Nice block on the low.
Hollow's being a bit too patient for his own good at the moment.
Nice anti-air.
Nothing off it, however. Ooh.
Hollow with a bit of a life lead right now, and has the meter lead. Oh, that was
the unblockable.
Right there, and it drained the defensive bar on the side of Op too.
Yeah, but Hollow has to be careful with that. Fatal blows in play.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's a punish. That was a straight up punish. I was gonna say, but this now sets up so much potential for Op to take this game.
Yeah.
Hollow's gonna have to remain composed because all he needs is that one touch. If he just waits for Op to choke.
As long as Hollow can just be patient, slowly chip away at Orb, definitely can work in his favor. But it's cheeky unblockable, which I don't know if I entirely agree with that with a health deficit at the moment. It's still 36 seconds on timer.
Yeah, Op is playing this close string.
My God!
He got clipped by it on the forward dash.
Last second.
Give me the give me the clap. Rip this man's ribs.
Orb is ripped around like out of Hollow's hands.
Damn.
These
I'm sure Hollow's not happy with that, but if anything, knowing the kind of player that Hollow is, he's definitely going to be using that to fuel himself with even more bloodthirst he needs to get that run back on Op, because that was close.
Really surprised that he actually knows some stuff of seeing double, because I know he's like a Black Sabbath, like just.
Oh, he plays. He just loves the character. He plays a lot of noob, and honestly, it's no surprise to me that he does play seeing double as well. But Op as well plays a lot with Nausea, and Nausea is a seeing double player.
Yes, of course. How could I forget?
Now, the next matchup is an awkward one if we've ever seen one, right? Ooh. It's most likely going to be unofficial Speed Demons, the Spins. Cabal. I'm pretty sure the Spins is a terminology for something you say when you're drunk and you're trying to lie down and you feel yourself on a merry-go-round or something like that. Or, you don't know. But the Spins is... Cabal is a character that likes to stay in the air, especially with Spyware. You know, there's a lot of jumps into the aerial buzzsaws. There's going to be a lot of ground-based, far-reaching mids that gapless strings as well. And Spyware is an exceptionally good player at hit confirming.
Yes.
Which is great for a character like Cabal because it means that every one of these touches that you get, you're going to be able to turn into a Nomad Dash into a full combo. And it's a very strong variation. You know, there's quite a few different things I can think of with Cabal that just make him a very scary character. But I feel like the matchup is kind of awkward when it comes to seeing double Noob and the Spins Cabal.
Yes. It could be a very interesting one. I'm intrigued to see how the approach is.
Yeah.
Really
yeah, for sure.
intrigued.
And, it's a matter of if he stays in the air too much and he's throwing buzzsaws very predictably, he's going to get teleported on.
Yes.
But seeing double doesn't really get much off of the teleport. There's absolutely no reason to spend the bar, you know. You only just get that very minimalist punish. And if you spend the bar, you put yourself down a bar for about 16%. Like, is that really worth it in the end? Probably. Because it's still more damage than the buzzsaw would have done. But there is the fact of, if you're playing Dark Sabbath, on the other hand, and you do make a read on, or a reaction on one of these aerial buzzsaws, should Spyro choose to do that, you're going to get a full combo for it, or you're going to get the breakaway. So, it's all just about matchup, really. It's how comfortable these players are playing these matchups, too. I don't actually know how much Spyware plays against some of the other European players, because there's also players like a Nation who have, exceptionally good seeing doubles. I had the pleasure of commentating him during the IKK, and I do think that there are some very strong seeing double players out there who you can really get matchup experience from. Nausea obviously being one of them, and then Hollow as well having a really good noob. But I do know Hollow favors Dark Sabbath. I wouldn't really call him a seeing double specialist, but he is a noob player. You know, he does play, as far as I know, just all three of the variations. There's just the one that isn't really as viable as the other
just
two.
don't see too much. But I think that is one of the beauties about the variation system as a whole. Because, you know, there's so much you can do with it. There's different ways and different approaches of how you can play a certain character. You know, it's just... It's intriguing. It's one of my favorite parts and ideas they incorporated all the way from MKX that's transitioned here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's really, really crazy. Unfortunately, there are some variations that do slip between the cracks, some that aren't, not on tournament viable, but just don't
I'll just do a little...
as well.
Who's that? It's your favorite character in the game, isn't it? Upgraded Jackie, the best. That's obviously, you know, this guy is just suffering so much because everyone. Obviously, there's a bunch of people that hate upgraded Jackie, and you know what?
I've been saying it since day one. This character's been a problem, and people were saying you're a crazy person. You don't even know what you're talking about, and I was right. I was right.
I mean, maybe, but there's like. I'm really interested to see if Nausea does play Noob. I know that Noob is his most comfortable character, but every time I see Nausea's name come up, I really, really, really pray to myself deep down that he'll play Collector because, God, I love that character so much.
A good
He's
Collector
hype.
at work is amazing.
On top of that, when they start hitting the down 2 combos, and they do the down 2s, and then they do like the downward command grabs as well, I love it.
So good.
I love it. And then he puts your name on the shopping list. Man, Collector is just so sick. And but obviously, you know, it's really just that's just favoritism as someone who is commentating the matches. I do like to see these kinds of very flashy characters. I'm always a fan of them.
But I was saying that talking about, you know, like favoritism, I believe we're gonna see someone who I really like. Hello, Shang Tsung.
Oh goodness, Soul Eater Shang Tsung. How of course he's got Ermac. Nausea being the ultimate Ermac fan. If I've ever seen one. Oh, that is not going to work. That's giving no finish! Oh!
Escape failed.
Oh, my heart rate.
Health back.
No, he was asking for it. Yeah, really good use of the smoke port right there.
Now this obviously seems like a pretty good character choice. Nausea. Ooh, jumps completely
I absolutely love Soul Eater Shang because he's got all the MK9 Ninja specials right there. Reptile. Shoutouts to Reptile, man. I miss you.
You can find him in the crypt. But not really.
You can find Kenshi in the crypt as well. What are you trying to say? Big boot right to the face. Kick me in the head, please.
But at the moment, Nausea's choosing to be very, very patient. Let Spyware kind of work his way in to earn his damage right at the moment. Of course, big life difference. Oh, going for the cheeky stuff.
Oh, the down one anti-air. That was beautiful. Using that the meter burn, but then the air to her. Nausea looking super, super clean on this Soul Eater Shang right now.
Fight. Now I'm very, very impressed because I know that Nausea does have a Shang Tsung. I just did not expect him to bring it out. Uh-oh.
He's in the corner.
Yep. Big damage coming up. Goes for the restand.
+4, baby. Oh, the 2-2 catching him. Probably reading a throw and trying to get the duck. The down 2. That was an option select because I know that he's failed to punish again. Oh, you gotta punish that move. It's like -16, but it gets him a full combo should it work out. And no punish right there from Spyware. This is Choke City, but the Ermac right there, the Nausea special.
Good way of opening up the screen a little bit more.
Oh, that is not gonna work. I think he read that Nausea was gonna try and use smoke port.
A lot of patience being shown at the moment from Nausea. It's working to his favor. Ooh!
What was that, a standing 2 into Fatal Blow? Yeah, it's going to scale quite a fair bit, but realistically, you're not really going to find much use for Shang's damage outside of that. Sorry, his Fatal Blow outside of that, right?
Yeah, but now Nausea does have to be quite careful because Spyware does have access to his own Fatal Blow.
That 402, catching him at the air. Good block in the back 3 down 4.
Of course, the Kombat special.
Oh, that back 3 slide. Gimmick City, let's go.
Oh, big down 2. Well, I am thoroughly impressed with the Claymores. They have been doing exceptional this evening.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. This is awesome stuff to see for the sake of the Arena Clash, you know, because we saw Clyde really give it their all at the end of season 2, and they look like a completely different beast right now, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like Soul Eater Shang. Now that I've seen it, I feel like I do remember Nausea saying he was going to be playing Shang. I honestly don't see a reason why not to. He's such a big fan of Ermac that, like, with there being a hit confirm into Ermac's lift from Mortal Kombat 9, Was he going to play
The
anyone else?
nostalgia, man.
Yeah, obviously, and you get the
nostalgia.
classic costumes as well. It's
so
so
good.
nice.
So good.
But you know what? The only thing that really gives me a hard time about seeing Shang on screen at the Arena Clash is because of this guy. Because every time, if we see one of those forward throw brutalities, I know that I'm gonna end up just cringing myself to sleep later this evening, just because of how much you butcher it.
Whoa! Now we're gonna get a double. Okay. You just
Not
gotta
like
skate.
this.
That was that 3 weeks now.
That we see the eruption right there, ending it in the slide. Spyware going to be playing Warlock, and we have Nausea again on that Soul Leader. Obviously, character locked with that back one, crushing blow.
Can't get rid of Ermac.
Isn't the optimal to actually go into down 2, or did he read the breakaway?
Yeah,
or is that only in Warlock? I'm not sure. I think it might be only be in Warlock.
I'm not entirely too sure, but the one thing I've always just kind of noticed of Shang Tsung is that his optimal just seem to come off down 2s, and it's so strange.
Oh, that actually connected. I thought the second hit was going to whiff, like past the corner. Try the anti-air, but eating that jump 3.
Of course, Shang Tsung's jump 3 still very, very good despite jump 3.
Oh, tried to abuse the gap and instead just ate that heel right to the bridge of the nose. He is going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Don't beat yourself up over it. Wait, big boot.
Good block. That is interruptible as well, though.
Nice.
You know, with the amount that I've seen Nausea do it right now, it'd be nice to see an adaptation, but that standing 3 going to get down to crushing blow. Ermac.
It's go time.
That did a lot of damage, you know?
Oh my god! That was a lot of damage, but at the moment it seems like Spyware's just kind of frozen up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wake up.
Spyware
Again,
definitely... Nausea is being the dominant party in this match right here, or sorry, this round.
Again,
another throw.
Spyware, unfortunately,
Nausea's almost built back his entire health bar just from 4 throws.
Yeah, well, big jump 3. This could be a sign of a comeback right now. But
yeah,
no,
honestly, I saw him let go of block over there. I think he let it hit him because it would end the round and it would also push him out of the corner.
Which is fair enough, because that seems to be where Spyware, I wouldn't say chokes, but just froze up in the corner.
Yeah, we got the very swifty stuff right there from Nausea.
Oh, jumps over. Fireballs.
Getting the eruption into that forward 4-2 into the slide. Almost a 4-4.
What's interesting?
Yeah, 114 just dial it right into the eruption. Gonna knock it back towards the corner, but only 18% for the bar is not very much damage. You know, it's kind of a rough life for Warlock Shang players in that regard, where you do struggle to get a lot of damage, but that was great patience.
A lot of staggers there, my goodness.
Auto shimmies, man. Mortal Kombat 1-1.
Oh,
he dropped the eruption. He tried to get the forward dash into it. Nausea with an opportunity.
Hope we're going to see a fair few of those front grabs soon. Nothing off it.
Try to anti-air.
Staggers at the moment.
Yep, that's going to close it out.
That is super deaders.
Yeah, that one's an absolute rip. F in the chat, please. But we are now at 1-1 between both these players in the Shang mirror.
Question is, does Nausea change?
I hope
he actually decided to stay.
I hope Kari Tagawa-san's happy watching this, if he is somewhere. If his alter self is watching this, or if he's residing in the hyperbolic time chamber along with Kentaro Miura, then I sure hope that he's enjoying all this stuff, hearing himself twice. I'll imagine that, you know, but Warlock versus Soul Eater is...
an interesting matchup.
It's an interesting one, because, you know, with the ground eruption, you probably can't use the smoke parry on that, can you? The projectile parry.
I haven't labbed it.
I don't think it counts as a projectile.
I know he can not do it with the big body drop.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, because that one has a falling hitbox on it. It's not a projectile. It's just it's like Sonya's drone, right? In that regard,
But it's definitely. I feel like we may see something like that if Nausea chooses to like stay with Shang Tsung, but that's neither here or there, because he does have, as you said, Collector. He does have Noob Saibot, as we have seen him play a lot of it. Maybe it's just something. If he doesn't feel comfortable with sticking with Shang Tsung, there's always the option to go off someone else.
Yeah, of course. And you know, this is the added advantage of winning the first game, is that if your opponent takes the second game on you, you are not character locked because you lost that second game. That means in the third game, which would be the deciding one in this case, would be, you know, really it's free reign to pick whoever you want. But if I'm being serious, I think he's going to stay on Soul Eater. And yeah, there it is. You know, we got the Shang Mirror match just over here again. Just a raw reptile slide straight after that smoke port.
Oh, gets hit with ground eruption.
I actually don't think it's called smoke port, by the way. I do apologize. I just call it smoke port because he teleports in his smoke.
Jump free into ground spots.
Yeah, good blocking it this time. Doesn't manage to forward dash the second one or a flawless block it. But not the end of the world, you know? Just not getting comboed for it this time.
Yeah, Spyware playing very, very patient at the moment, choosing his options to fight back. Low. Oh!
Yeah, counter pokes coming out from Spyware. Definitely not going to try and let Nausea get away with all these daggers and gimmicks now. Good pressure.
Yeah. At the moment, definitely Nausea opening himself up a little bit too much for his own good, and Spyware just staying one step ahead of the game.
Yeah, for sure. See, I have seen Nausea drop the 1-1 far too many times, and that's really unfortunate.
He wants that health. He wants that health. Those of you who are unfamiliar with it, Shang Tsung does not quite get as much damage off his forward grab, but he does regain a bit of health every time.
That he does.
Round 2, fight.
Right now, Spyware on match point, leaving up to Nausea to make up for lost time, but we are seeing a lot of these front grabs.
You can tell he's got Nausea a bit shook now.
Of course,
just couldn't punish it.
Of course, that's the extra mind game as well. It's like when you lose, like in the mirror match, and you won previously, it kind of does play a little bit of an extra mind game.
That's true. But I also feel like Soul Eater Shang may have just been a straight counterpick for Cabal, you know?
True. I definitely feel like it is. Ooh,
I mean, whether or not it does well against Cabal, I don't actually know, but I feel like it could be something you're more comfortable with, because you have to deal less with the buzzsaws, don't you? Without, you know, really putting yourself at risk, quite like Noob would do. Nice combo follow-up, going to extend it.
Big down two. It's so strange to see a character finish things with down two.
Yeah, the optimal.
At the moment, still anyone's game.
Oh, that was a nice anti-air, forcing the breakaway from Spyware.
Yeah, of course, we're going to see a lot of staggers now, retrieve
a lot of throws. No throws tech so far as well this game. Oh, that was huge! But he dropped it!
Could have won that.
Oh, punish it!
Oh, big boom!
Is that going to kill?
That's one apiece!
That was good. See, I was thinking he might have needed to do forward 2-4 into Fatal Blow just to actually kill, but the crushing blow, great damage calculation from Nausea, and now we are at what they call in Tekken a double Luigi. Right here, final game, final round between these two.
Woken up now. Of course, he seemed a little bit too patient for his own good earlier, but at the moment, it's so incredibly back and forth.
Both these players are very button happy in each other's faces, but that jump 3 going to connect it.
Not a lot of jump
a lot of drops.
My goodness.
Oh, it does! It does, our answer right there. Look at that.
Ooh.
You are not allowed to erupt.
Yeah, you get in that corner. Oh, jump 3 into nothing.
Yeah, that's a special right there. He's going to down to him.
Yeah,
no breakaway, holding on to it. Uh-oh. One hit.
Very close.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
Oh, man, he runs up.
Forward dashing a bit too happily. Clyde now with a 2-0.
This is really intense. Oh,
they got 2 set wins.
So good.
Yeah, this is how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like Kentaro.
God, he looks so good in this game. I wish he was playable.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Well, I don't really. I just think he looks sick.
He does look really,
I don't actually want him playable. I think Kentaro's kind of meh.
That's very fair.
You know, Clyde have been playing so much better than they were in Season 2. I don't want that to mean anything disrespectful in that regard. It's more that they just seem a lot cleaner, a lot tighter, you know. There were some drops on the side of Nausea as well. It was really unfortunate he wasn't punishing that down back 4 that Cabal has, especially for the kind of reward it offers you. But seriously, I think that being able to clutch that out in the final round situation is a huge confidence booster. So if anything, we do have Mr. Jack Sprat as well starting out over here. Maybe Video Games Yo is, maybe he's not in this week. There's that much of a possibility, but there is, you know, Mr. Jack Sprat and then Euphemism, 2 newcomers. And Euphemism being someone with quite a few years of competitive experience within both the UK and international NetherRealm games. I know that Euphemism has traveled out to quite a few of the US majors as well. Now, that also adds in a lot of experience, you know, when it doesn't matter about the placings as much, because what you have is tournament experience. What you have is being able to play in this very high pressure environment. Now, they might feel a bit more at ease because obviously these stages of the Arena Clash are going to be online. You're not right next to your opponent. You're not there with a huge crowd behind you or anything like that, unless your arena's like super, super popular and you guys are like, on fire. Go for it. And you're like, big it all up, support your local arenas. But like, the essence of this is that Jack doesn't have the same level of competitive experience as Euphemism. However, that doesn't mean he is a worse player.
Yes.
It means that this match is so ambiguous because we have absolutely no idea how it's going to go.
Yeah, no, that's the interesting part about new players in general. Like, the thing is, I'm unfamiliar with Jack Sprat. The most I've ever heard from Jack Sprat is from you, and of course you've been playing with him for a substantial amount of time. Whereas I myself know Euphemism in person, met him a fair few times, saw him at Combo Breaker. But one thing that really interests me here is that the thing is, when you're playing against someone like Euphemism, and he plays the entire roster, we have to keep in mind the idea of counterpicking. If you're very versatile as a player, have strong fundamentals, and can make that work across the entire board, your opponent, you could literally do the Combat League thing of let your opponent pick the character, and then you purposely pick the counter character, then you come off the select, and then you pick the counter character. It's one of those weird anime kind of.
There's something to be said about players that can play like a multitude of different characters, because individually it will lower down the skill. But yeah, we do apologize that the game started a little bit later, but we do have the lead right now is Mr. Jack Sprat, and that forward throw is so we have Euphemism over here in the blue Nightwolf skin. And the darker colors are Mr. Jack Sprat getting clipped by that mid of the amplified arrows. We're going to go straight into this second round over here in game number 1.
Of course, both a token warrior, which means this is a character you love seeing. That was...
I think Euphemism picked Nightwolf for the sole fact that Jack picked Nightwolf.
I mean,
punish it. There we go. Yeah.
Keeps it simple.
Yeah, he did have the bar to follow up. They get it clipped. Yeah, that was risky stuff.
Oh, another down 2 from downtown. Down 1 check. Oh, down 3 into grab. Oh, man.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Oh,
he's getting clipped right there, raw. A lot of neutral jumps from Jack, and that forward 2 gonna catch. Great hit confirmed. No breakaway for Euphemism. Gotta make a catch. Yep.
What Euphemism does.
Oh, just a moment, a fraction too late just for that reflect. That is a gimmick. He could have come with.
Again, just a lot of these checks down 1 button presses.
Pre-dial to it, but no punish again!
Oh, there it is! Oh my goodness me. Well, this is gonna kill, right?
As a Nightwolf player myself, this is a very distressing match to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely going to kill. I mean, the Fatal Blow honestly doesn't scale that hard with Nightwolf. It's a really good way of closing out a game or a round, depending on the kind of situation that you're in.
At least we did see it hit this week, unlike last week, which I'm still questioning, because I did not understand.
Oh yeah, where the up through went completely through the Fatal Blow. That was so bizarre to me. I have no idea how that happened, but Euphemism is going to take that first game. Now, if I were in Jack's shoes, I wouldn't let that shake me too much. I wouldn't let that rattle me too much, because really what that's telling me is that this guy is looking down on me by picking my character. Now, I don't know if Euphemism is a Nightwolf main. As far as we know, he isn't. He plays everyone. However, Nightwolf is quite a popular character in the sense that he has a very strong toolkit, a very strong moveset. He's got great mobility options, he's got good punish options, good damage.
He's a jack of all trades, master of none type.
Exactly. So really, it's like when you're playing against a Nightwolf, is there a character that you would favor in that matchup? I mean, maybe Euphemism's pick for Nightwolf is Nightwolf. I mean, the Nightwolf mirror is... it's honestly quite a flowcharty in a way that you're really just kind of picking at different options that you can do, but it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's just going to come down to standing 1s, down 3s,
grabs,
arrows,
more grabs.
But it's like the arrows are reflectable.
PTSD is ensuing because of you.
I like to throw. Foxy showed me the light. Especially when you have a character like Nightwolf, you're pressing 1-1 on people, you're like auto shimmying, you're using down 3 that keeps them standing.
And of course you got that down 3 restand that puts the opponent back in their toes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gonna block that Rhino charge. No punish again from Euphemism. These are really big punish drops.
Oh, beautiful flawless block there.
Now, I actually don't agree with the flawless block up 2 over there. I think he should just flawless block the jump in because he wasted 2 bars just for the... nothing really.
The overhead.
Oh, sorry. It's 1 bar, isn't it, for the up 2? No, is it 2?
For the up 2, it's
one defensive, one offensive. Yeah.
Yes. At the moment, do you think like Jack Sprat's just getting hit with Nightwolf things right now?
Nice
Oh,
anti-air.
beautiful anti-air.
I like the jabs. You know I do. Yeah, try to do that forward too, but getting interrupted by that down 3. The Nightwolf mirror is something you have to approach differently as a Nightwolf player. You can't be approaching it like you do with some other matchups, or a vast majority of the ones that you do play. You really have to be on point with how to deal with Nightwolf stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's about
That was a flawless blockable gap.
Faster and harder.
What a
That was
confirm!
an interesting confirm.
That was
Shoulder
sick.
charge. Yoki.
Oh, punish that. Nice.
Neutral jumps at the moment, and they are working. That was
The
shoulder
Rhino charge giving great Oki, but
Oh,
commits to the
no,
full string.
commits to it. But Euphemism dropping a fair bit at the moment.
Oh,
no.
just pre-dialing into the up tomahawk. Super unsafe, but manages to catch it.
Oh, clips.
He doesn't have the bar to break. Jack Sprat's going to have to kill over here. He's got the interactable on his side and
Oh,
uses
there
it.
it is. Oh, that
Great
was
stuff,
sick.
knowing that was the only way he was going to actually take the round.
Very, very good choice from Jack Sprat right there.
Fight.
Definitely showing some. Oh no!
That
What
was
the
mega
feels
unfortunate.
that
That was also
moment?
mega Rago.
Ooh.
He tried the hard combos online.
Yeah, Euphemism.
You know, I got to give him props for that, though.
1-1. We're just seeing a little 1-1 that moment. Down 3.
Yeah, a lot of down 3 usage. No, gotta hold it after that 1-1-1. Just expect it. If your
Interesting.
players, if the opponent's making risky decisions. Yeah, try to catch a crushing blow in that final hit overhead.
Oh, the neutral duck unfortunately gets grabbed anyway.
Jumped himself into the corner though, no avail.
Sprat has still got a fair bit to do before we can even out the health bars and possibly take it. But
Nice
we're just
duck.
seeing- Ooh, that was Galaxy.
That
Brain.
was godlike.
1-1-1. Shoulder charge.
Yeah, I
All
like
the
the
way
choice
up.
to back off.
Oh,
He does
the
it again!
Keeps it
Oh.
simple. Oh my god, this is it. If we
Give
go
it to
the
me.
interactable, we go for it. Oh, no, shoulder charge.
the
keep
Rhino
it
charge.
simple.
Yeah, I saw that.
Incredible adaptation being shown. from
I think
Jack
both of these
Sprat.
players are playing sick right now, but
Yeah?
those throw reads, honestly,
I
were
know,
nuts.
it's
Yeah,
Galaxy
those were
Brain.
sick. Those were sick. And then he went for the sick punish as well. You know, he didn't go for the straight up down 2 that you might do sometimes.
course.
He just like,
Just neutralizing.
yeah, he sees you go, try to hit him with the uncontested hug, right? And instead he's like, I'm not gonna tech your hug. I'm just gonna like duck you instead and just hit you with the 1-1-1, go for the full combo punish both times, and
The
it
thing
worked
is,
out
like,
huge.
That's also like a super hard read when you're playing against Nightwolf players who love to grab.
Of
who
course.
love to grab.
He's got an advancing 13 frame mid. I believe it's 13 frames, forward 1. He has an advancing mid. He has a really far-reaching forward 2. Admittedly a bit slower. He's got throw loops. He's got exceptionally good Oki. He's got a very meaty back 3. He's got an exceptional down 3 and down 1. You know, when you pair all this stuff together, it's actually really risky to try and duck against a
Yes.
Nightwolf, because there's so many different things he can do to you that will blow you up for it, you know? But if you are making the reads like that, that really shows your confidence as a player, or as the situations happen when they occur, that you're showing you're adapting to your opponent. You're like, okay, I know this situation. I know he wants to throw me because he wants to keep it his turn. You know, he wants to keep it advantageous. By getting the knockdown with a forward throw with Nightwolf, you are going to be point blank with them, and you are going to get a free meaty on them. But Jack being wise to it and understanding that, okay, if you're going to try and, you know, suss me out with these throws, I'm just going to duck you and I'm going to full combo you for it. Nice anti-air with that down 1.
Chris.
This is clean Nightwolf play that I am seeing right now.
That's what the interesting thing is.
You've going for the forward throw, keeping the Oki. Goes for it again. Another throw is pretty risky
Again, we said with grabs earlier, we're seeing a fair few this round already.
for the Matoka.
Again, there's another
Yeah,
one.
I love it. Jack whiffing these standing jabs and using it to throw off Euphemism, but coming down very wisely with that jump too, catching that standing jab anti-air. Oh, couldn't get punished on the Rising Tomahawk.
Again.
Escape failed.
In.
Oh, I
this
mean, the
is-
next throw is going to hurt if he doesn't tech it.
Yeah, question is, now obviously when you do see that, it's the Galaxy Brain read of the neutral
Oh,
duck.
that was a really nice whiff punish with the
That
back one 3.
was incredibly beautiful spacing.
Delay wake up into a flawless block right there.
Oh,
Oh,
commits to the
unsafe string.
Oh, goes for the trade.
Yeah,
Jack
the
Sprat
trade
keeping it up. Match
definitely
points.
not working out.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. Love suspension.
So I was a little thrown off. I got it mixed up because Jack Sprat is playing Blue Nightwolf now as he's player 1 for winning the last game.
The side switch and catches
So
out on
yeah,
the
that's
KB.
it. 31% right there for guessing wrong. No flawless block, but gets a reversal throw and another escape failed.
Scary
Now
stuff.
Euphemism knows that he's going to try and cash out on the escape failed because it will kill him. At this health, it will kill him, and he's only got the back throw one left. So this is a risky thing for Jack Sprat, really, about punish it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Euphemism for
Yeah, not launching him because he knows he has the breakaway, and Jack Sprat going to take that with a monster of a comeback and taking that first point.
Yeah, for London Lionhearts as well.
And that wasn't also a disrespectful teabag. This input is literally a down, down, down for the Bear Hug.
we accept BM here. Order BM. Please don't, guys.
But no, we can't say that now because we were grilling a thingy for it. We were grilling Equinox. I was thinking Azure Ghost, but that's his PSN name. No, yeah, we were grilling him for doing the same thing when he was teabagging in Stratford, but that was just a fatality. I honestly, I feel really like happy inside that I got to witness a Nightwolf mirror. It's one of the only mirror matches I don't like in any fighting game. Sorry, one of the only mirror matches I do like in any fighting game. You know, but the next match,
Hollow against Nausea, which means possibility of a new Cyborg match, but it's depending on whether or not, you know, Nausea's heart's like, I need to see that Ermac, man. I need to feel that Ermac in my soul. So,
well, if he's a fully fledged, you know, a Shang player
you
now,
can say Ermac name, won't you?
yeah, I was gonna say Ermac. Give this man Spectral, and he will literally give you an aneurysm. His Spectral was nuts in MKX, but with Hollow and Nausea,
against that.
yeah, with Hollow and Nausea, it's really just about, is Nausea going to be playing Soul Leader? Because that changes everything if he does. You know, Hollow is the kind of player that does like to use Ghost Ball, that uses a lot of noobs, you know, projectiles or his further reaching moves like his back forward twos. You know, he'll throw that out a lot as well because it's a mid tackle with a good knockdown, and it can also basically anti-air people half the time because the hitbox on it, like the animation looks a bit funny, but once you understand the hitbox on it, it makes a lot of sense. So like the overall thing about that is that Hollow is essentially denied that kind of gameplay if Nausea plays Soul Eater.
Yeah.
He's just going to be using the smoke like parry, just
Yeah.
teleport on it all the time. But now this is a pick I am very familiar with Hollow playing. It's actually nice to see it for the first time because I haven't seen him actually play Baraka before.
Yeah,
but he has been in talks about him playing Baraka quite a bit recently.
Down to. We got three, goes with a chop chop.
Yep.
Nausea's definitely being patient. Oh, a bit cheeky with the smoke parry right there.
Flawless block on that 1-1-2 and the jump 3. Couldn't get the hit confirmed though.
Off it. Oh,
yeah,
again.
you cannot punish it with that. You got to forward for it.
Seems like no one tonight is actually going to punish that slide.
I just think we're missing a lot of punishes tonight in general.
Oh,
the Toasty.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Nausea has breakaway, but that down 2 is still going to hurt, and he's still taking that tick damage.
Yeah, Nausea does have access to that fatal blow, however, must keep that in mind. And you know for a fact Hollow is, you know, being extremely patient, being aware of that smoke parry.
I mean, one hit confirm into fatal blow is going to kill Hollow. But now Hollow also has fatal blow.
Oh,
denied!
No, remember, this isn't free patch!
Yeah, that 5-frame fatal blow is a thing of the past, my friend. That is now 8 frames. That jump 3 gonna rinse through it. That lack of armor not gonna help out Hollow, but that back 4, an exceptionally good sweep. These anti-air down ones we're seeing today are sick. There we go, the punish on it this time. I love Baraka's throws. He munch.
Look, he jumped completely over it.
Baraka see snack, he munch.
Fully expecting grab right there. Oh, nothing off it. So 2-4-2.
Yeah, gonna get the combo.
Damage.
Oh, KB! Well, look at those nails. My man went to the salon. Oh, down 2s right there, 33%.
Oh man, this is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, but Nausea does a breakaway. Yep, Hollow being wise to it.
Flow in play at the moment.
Oh, really committed to it. Now, that was a really good punish option. I totally respect that. You know, just don't even go for the combo that you could even risk dropping. Just kill him.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, just use your fatal blow.
Even out the playing field a little bit, but we must be aware that Nausea still has access to his fatal blow. But it is Shang Tsung's fatal blow, so it's not exactly exceptional by any means.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's only used as like an unsafe wake-up option, or you know, a button a command you can use after you're like mildly negative, just to bait the opponent and to try and press in your minus frames.
Big down 2.
I like the patience over there, but couldn't really get it. Nice throw tech.
Oh man, the catch!
Is that the first throw tech we've seen this evening?
I believe so. Oh, gets cut by last hit.
That forward 2, reaching real far. Oh, escape failed.
Fortunately, gets nothing off it, however.
Yep. Not going to get it in this variation. He's going to have
Is
to...
he going for the Ermac lift? He's going for
He
the
wants the
Ermac
brutal.
lift. He wants the brutal.
Yeah, don't get too hungry for this brutal, otherwise you'll lose, dude.
Oh,
we got it anyway!
We got it! Oh, no, we didn't get it!
Alright, no
that was
mercy
still
into
really
brutal,
good.
0 out of 10. See you later, don't even come back! Stop this man out! No, I'm just kidding, that was actually really well played. I'm actually really impressed with Nausea's Soul Leader, Shang. This is actually really cool to see, because I had like the faintest idea from obviously what I mentioned before about seeing Nausea mention that he was going to play Soul Eater, and then actually seeing it in action.
Yeah.
He seems pretty comfortable with the character. It seems like he's really gelled with how this character plays. But I know that he's going to be hungry for that Ermac Brutal afterwards. He wants it. Knowing the kind of person that Nausea is, I know you, Nausea. You want that Brutal. But Hollow,
He's fishing for it.
Hollow has, knowing the kind of player that Hollow is as well, probably feels that he's underperforming right now because he's a very aggressive player.
Yes,
He likes to choke you. He likes to, he likes to strangle you with his overwhelming play styles. Now it seems like he's really struggling to get that across because he was making good choices, but he was losing out on these micro timings, like the jump threes and things like that. But what I would like to see from him more is probably just more use of the extended pokes that Baraka has to offer in Marauder.
Yeah, the things you have to keep in mind as well is that
Not even going to matter though.
Being really, really patient previous round, but like we said, Hollow looking to bring that intensity that he has been missing out on recently.
Now, Hollow, definitely switching back to the main over here with Dark Sabbath Noob. I think Baraka may have been more of a test pick. Yeah, that looks so funny!
Oh my god!
What the heck?
So 2-4.
Oh my god, he just Fortnited on this kid.
Nice!
Yeah, see, it was to be expected, really.
Really good stuff. Of course, we do need to keep in mind that Nausea does play Noob himself. Understandably has a bit of experience in this matchup. Ooh, a bit patient.
Turned it into big damage. I like it. Yeah.
Nice.
Meter burn the teleport.
Nausea choosing to just retain his breakaway at the moment.
Wake up jump threes are happening all over the place with Nausea. He's disrespecting his opponent's advantage. And it's working out for him. But he just put himself out of fatal blow range as well with the forward throw.
I mean, if
it's not going to kill.
If it stacks up, you're seeing a lot of patience from Hollow, not going quite for that fatal blows we did see earlier when he was playing against Orc.
Yeah, I don't think he could have done it over there, really, but maybe it would have been a wiser option against the projectile right there, the Flaming Skull.
The thing is, we do have to keep in mind as well was, like the changes to the armor. Oh, what a whip punish! That was really clean stuff.
Yeah.
Cheeky stuff at the moment.
Very cheeky.
But oh man, this is what
I think he tried to get the rain crushing blow over there actually, because you have to cancel it and then you have to go into another one, don't you?
You have to do it raw.
Oh, what a read,
man!
That's a lot of damage for that down 2 crushing blow with minimal effort.
Fair enough. You're on your last legs. You might as well cash out as much damage as possible.
Yeah. This is an all or nothing fatal blow.
Pray to tell you can really bring things back. But the question is, does Nausea give up the round to do the Ermac brutality?
Oh my god!
The air!
He just preemptively down-1'd him. Why did he down-1? Why did he down-1? Did he read him so hard his Sharingan literally activated? I don't even... Oh my goodness. What?
What did you see?
That was just the most foresight I've ever seen. Alakazam is put to shame, like seriously, man.
Sweet Jesus.
Nausea out here bending spoons and my feelings. Damn. Kentaro back at it again. He's over here to say, hey man, subscribe to my YouTube. Please don't demonetize me.
Don't even joke about that.
I now have my power. But, it's actually like so cool to see Soul Leader Shang, to see... Because I know that this is really just about loyalty. Yeah, this is all about Ermac. This is really about Ermac. But Hollow probably isn't very happy with how he's played this evening, and I definitely think that Hollow is not out of this. It just means that the next time he plays, he's got to be super hungry and take it super, super seriously, because now he is down those 2 sets that he's played in, and he can either really be on tilt for this, or he can be super motivated. Now,
it's the mental mind game.
Yeah, the mental mind game, really,
But if we're talking about hungry, Claymores knocking it out the park right now.
Yeah, this
doing
is
really well.
They've taken a very strong lead this evening. Now, I think there is something to be said about the fact that Video Games Yo is not in this this right now
We can't
as well.
deny.
But ultimately, if we were to say that VGUI was one of the matches that I just played, and he won hypothetically, it would be 3-2, so Clyde would still have the lead.
Yes.
So, really, it's going to come down to like if Spyware is able to iron out some of the creases that he had in the game against Nausea before, and really bring it to Euphemism. Now, we saw Youth playing Nightwolf, but I highly doubt he's going to be playing Nightwolf in this next match. I think he's going to just pick whoever is best against Spyware's character, really. Is there any other reason to play Nightwolf? Like,
I mean,
or
the
anyone
man's
else?
a literal walking Mukajin. You just don't know.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
don't know. It's like we can. He doesn't flip a coin. his head's in- Euphagin.
Yeah,
Euphagin. But basically, that's the thing, though. He's the type of person to not flip a coin, get heads or tails. He rolls like a 20-sided dice, and then he flips it again.
Yeah, he rolls nat 20 every time, doesn't he?
He's just seeing another
Johnny.
character already.
Yeah, see? Ah, but I love Johnny too much. I can't talk bad. It's outtake. And now people don't like this variation because Johnny is, +6 on like breathing. But
It's
but
true, bro.
Spyware has probably played in a natural army of Johnny Cage players after the wave of popularity this character has had recently.
Oh, the neutral jump right
Yeah, that
there.
was sick.
Ooh, beautiful damage, 30%.
Going into that Rising Star. Gapless specials. Safe on block.
Ooh, I don't get.
What
Ooh,
a
that's
confirm
big
into the
jump
Nomad
into it.
dash.
Nice.
Euphemism without any bar right now. This is a scary place to be against a Cabal, especially one of the spins. Because when he has the air grab, the hook grab, I mean, that extends his combos into quite a bit of damage. Oh, conversion!
Oh my god!
Oh,
that
you
was
love to see it.
clean.
I love it. Love it! That's the good stuff. You catch someone in a jump at the peak of their jump with a down 2, you can convert that into a combo.
I think you may.
That-
Oh, counter!
Ooh, this is
Big
gonna hurt.
damage!
He doesn't
Can't
break away.
either!
He doesn't breakaway.
Oh man, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, got the
look at
spins!
47%.
Almost 50. Oh, that's almost half your life bar just taken.
You know what
Into-
you're talking about earlier with
Yep.
Spyware putting out the nooks and crannies. My goodness. He's bringing the intensity
He's
tonight.
literally bringing all the malware into Euphemism's gameplay right now.
Oh, Euphemism was like, that's cute, I can do that too. Oh,
He
I
broke
don't
out
know
of
if
first
I
hit at
agree with
Rising
that.
Star. Maybe that was an accident, actually.
It feels like it was.
It's quite easy to get accidental. Oh, he thought it was going to whiff punish. He really committed to it. I respect the decision. But he ate quite a bit of damage for it as well.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
it is it. Yeah, it is it, yeah.
Of
There was no
course.
turning away from that one. That one's when you you definitely close the store and you're like, all right, buddy, we're out of business. Sorry.
Turning around before. Anyway, the thing is, of
Running
course,
around at the speed of sound.
Oh no. But one thing we must keep in mind as well, for those who might be unfamiliar, this game does not have your traditional breakers as you may have seen in previous games in the series. So,
If you're unfamiliar, what are you doing? Play Mortal Kombat 11.
yeah. But
Yeah, then you can actually suffer at the hand of breakaways yourself. And I mean,
you
we
mean
don't
mash
have
it out and not get the input?
I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah.
just when you want to break away, you don't break away. When you don't want to break away, you break away. That's what happens.
Yeah.
No, we're just kidding, but half kidding. But really, like it's he just Spyware seemed so in control that match.
That
Just
was
so in control.
exceptional.
It seemed like he just doesn't care because he's happy to play this game where he's going to be playing like these far-reaching mids and he's going to be using a lot of down 4s and a lot of down 3s as we saw him do because he knows that Johnny's offensive style is mostly highs. Outtake suffers at this certain range where he can't use his projectile as well because even though it's a mid, it's easy to low profile it around half screen and closer. So if he's not playing the lane game against Johnny, if Johnny's not getting the lead with projectiles and trying to effectively, take that health lead and play the runaway game, then
Nothing
it's
to do.
it's like
Just
Cabal's
eat
not
it.
really going to suffer against that because it's just a matter of if Spyware was like a tiny bit cleaner on these hit confirms, then we would really be seeing it pay off a lot more for him. But it doesn't really matter because he still managed to close out the game. It's just a matter of if Euphemism is going to pick a different character now or if he's going to stay rocking Johnny.
Anything's possible. This man is a 20-sided dice. Just anything's possible, man. It's just so hard to tell. So
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
really
tell.
Dungeons and Euphemism out here. It's all about like just who
How
he
chaotic
picks because
can
I
it be?
have no idea who this guy even plays. Like he just plays a myriad of different characters. Jade is a very
Okay.
unexpected pick. I can't say unexpected. I just said he plays a myriad of characters. Come on, stop being a hypocrite, Falcon. What the heck?
So of course, this, as I mentioned earlier, this could possibly be a counter pick. Just wants to work around, that projectile game that Cabal does have this variation. Oh man, just gets his roll down like.
I absolutely love Jaded though. I think she's possibly like one of the coolest variations to watch, but that was a really good hit confirm.
Nice damage as well. Oh, it's going for the... Oh, sitting in it, of course, for those who don't know. Just,
that
you know,
jump back
get the
3
damage
was
bar.
actually really clever. It's a lot of raw damage.
Ooh.
Wiggle stick, blown up.
How does it catch him that? But fair enough. That was extremely dominant from Spyware.
It was indeed. Now Euphemism finds himself back against the wall. No breakaway and no defensive bars, to say the least. But right now, he's probably looking to deny Youth's glow. Is exactly what happened right there. Youth maybe trying to use that glow to deny any projectile, you know.
Embodying J, just mashed down too, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that break.
Yeah, neither do I.
Well, oh no, corner game.
Yep, get that restand.
Goes for down 1 to gas. Interesting choice.
It's a safe option. I mean, I can understand it working because of the pushback that you get from gas as well, and you have the option to meter burn it too.
At the moment, I'm currently keeping my eyes out for that down back 4KB, man. Definitely bring it back.
Yeah, that could... Yeah, that was a nice mix-up because the final hit of that string is flawless blockable. So using the amplified glow kick over there just to stuff the opponent is really a matter of it's going to hit you and close out the round, or I'm going to be +3, you know? Nice punish with the wiggle stick.
Yeah, that wiggle stick's definitely being a bit of trouble for Spyware at the moment.
Great hit confirm, pulls him into the corner.
We'll know what's going to be in the
Oh, he actually chose to break away over there. Couldn't get the punish on the gas though, not enough recovery.
What about choice about committing that breakaway?
Nice
the
anti-crossover.
was beautiful.
That's the stuff that we love to see.
Oh, the catch.
And there's the glow. So now he has his active Spyware, has to play a certain way, but...
Spacing.
Yeah, spacing indeed.
Nice. Got the spin.
Oh, denied that wake-up fatal blow.
Yes.
Very clean stuff from Spyware, just completely dominating this game. 2-0 over Euphemism, you know? Bringing a lot more life to the side of the Lionhearts, because now we're at 3-2.
Yeah, no, that was really, really good stuff, and put a smile in that face. Whew. But really, really good stuff. I am really impressed by Spyware and how he's managed to tweak himself up over these matches. Like, it's been really, really good.
Oh yeah, for sure. And, you know, I do feel that what I said earlier is probably coming back to bite Euphemism right now, in the sense that when you play too many characters, your individual skill with all of these characters will start to falter. Unless you're literally no-lifing the game and you've played everyone and every variation so much that you have racked up the most. If you're already level 100 in Mortal Kombat 11, mate, then fair enough, you know, do you. But, like, if... It's like your individual performance with these characters is gonna be a bit less than a character specialist, for example. And with Spyware, he really doesn't have many characters he plays. You know, he plays a bit of Cassie, he plays a bit of Shang, but mostly he spends his time playing Cabal. And I think that familiarity with these characters definitely show true over there. But this next match is something I am really excited to see, because Op is a very strong player, as we have seen, as we know. And anyone that is watching as well probably knows Op's name if you watch UK Mortal Kombat 11 action. Very strong Scottish player. And Mr. Jack Sprat being the dark horse that we mentioned earlier, who also pulled off a really clutch comeback in that set against Euphemism. Displaying a really good Matoken Warrior, Nightwolf. And I'm just really intrigued to see, because this is a matchup where Nightwolf does get specific advantages in the sense that he can duck the first energy ring and reflect the second one.
Yeah, now,
but it's super hard to do.
It is very, very tight. If I could compare it to anything, Ultimate Fighting Arena Finals, where it was literally Dizzy TT, who plays Sonya in the style he does play, against Video Game Joe, who was playing the Token Warrior, and you know, was able to just reflect those pretty on point, but it was so incredibly tight. So
for sure.
Tight. But the thing
nice jump.
We must keep into mind that Op does not at all play like Dizzy TT.
Yeah, Op as well didn't let Jack get away with the gimmick at the beginning of using that Rhino charge. You can't just dial into it. You won't be able to dial into the special, the amplified version straight after. No, Op just going to hold it, being very patient right there and going for a reversal throw himself and putting Jack in the corner.
Oh, pull out the overhead. Now this is where Orp likes to condition you when you get put in the corner, because go for the low or the overhead. Ooh. Very bold to do it straight up in the face, but unfortunately...
Yeah, I think he may have been trying to get it out over there, but didn't work out, unfortunately. Oh, no hit confirmed, but a nice whiff punish.
Spacing. 1-1. Ooh.
Yep. Oh, great down two. Op He reacted in like the 0.5 frame.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he makes
did
it no
punish it.
punish.
This could be Jack's game.
No,
If he gets
Orb's
one
looking
touch,
back.
no.
Fatal blow
Oh,
as well.
he dropped. Yeah, that was so close. I was gonna say any touch that Jack did into Fatal Blow over there was gonna kill.
That is very, very much so unfortunate. But the thing, that's with Orp's like playing style. He's very overwhelming. And
Yeah.
like a character like Sonya really embodies that with like
Yeah.
the cancels, the damage, get put in the corners. Goodbye half your health.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, there's something that like I can say about Ops Sonya that is a bit less threatening than other Sonya players who aren't afraid to commit to their mix, for example. You know, there's shoutouts to Noogie as well on the side of Tyneside Guardians, because Noogie will commit to the back 1-2-3.
Yes.
He will commit to the overhead string of Sonya. It doesn't matter if it's unsafe. But really, it builds up a true 50-50 threat in that sense, where if he hits you with that overhead, he's going to confirm it into a full combo. Well, he's not really confirming it. He's hitting the string on you, and he's getting the launch for it. But with Op, I've noticed he hasn't committed to a single full string with back 1-2, you know? There's no third part. There's no 3. And because of that, really, is there any reason to block the overhead?
Yeah, that is the
You
big
may as well
question.
block low, because with the low, at least he gets the energy ring cancels. But with the overhead, it's like he wasn't really getting a lot. And to use that KB right in the beginning is probably a good thing for Jack, because then he doesn't have to worry about that for the remainder of this game.
Yes.
But we'll have to see how he adapts into this match.
Oh, commits some votes when you go fast. But yeah, no, that's the... At least it's out the way now, so it doesn't have to worry about too much. But the one thing we haven't been seeing... Oh,
Nice punish.
Jack Sprat is him reflecting the second energy ring.
It's
which is
a
the
very
problem.
tricky thing to do. In online, I can't imagine it being that easy. But that was a micro duck on that throw right there. He just missed the punish window.
Oh, he's going for the reflex right there.
Nice jump 3. No confirm.
Oh, clearly wanting to push Jack Sprat to the corner at the moment.
Yeah, nice throw tech. All playing a very strong fundamental game.
Oh, unfortunately does it a little bit too late and still gets hit by the projectile.
One thing I would like to see more from Jack Sprat is more uses of down 3, because Op finds himself caught by them a lot, and you can usually use them, you know, just to stagger your offense. Really start using standing jabs, down 3s. Now, it's just a bit tricky, you know, with Sonya, who has a very good projectile, very fast projectile like that. There's a lot to watch out for.
Yeah, we are seeing those
But
down
yeah,
threes.
oh, that was a
that must have been
misinput.
for-
It must be.
Oh, that's a feels bad moment. Gets a damage buff for no reason at all, and it's gone. Oh man.
Yeah, see, no commitment over there, and then the short hop 3 again. Op has done that sequence quite a few times.
Was that a little bit of cheeky BM right there?
Probably.
It is all. Oh yeah, we are seeing that a little bit. But you know, it's definitely the mind game that Orp clearly wants to do. Understandably, getting that miss input.
I mean, I don't care if he's
puts
teabagging.
you-
I teabag Jack all the time. But like, it really
not
just.
even gonna make
I
a
think
joke
if
out
you're
of that one.
if you're playing so confidently in the match, man, like you just do you know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when you're in the health lead and your opponent's just, you know, clearly done a miss input, missed out on something.
Yeah.
What else can you do to throw them off their game?
I mean, they're already throwing off their game.
Exactly.
The train's already derailed. You're just kicking it off the tracks.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think that Jack Sprat should really beat himself up over that loss either.
I mean,
Because
there's no shame in losing against someone.
in my honest opinion, as a person who plays a lot of Nightwolf, I do think it is genuinely a very tricky matchup to deal with Sonya Blade, for the sole reason that it's hard to just play against her. You know, you need to play at a certain range. You need to be using a lot of down 3s because you know how offensive she can be, but you're really playing to deny her back 1. You're playing to deny her energy ring game. You're playing to deny her amazing jump 3 game. But, you know, we were talking about this match earlier that's going to come up, Hollow versus Euphemism. And I think with the way that Hollow's been playing, he might just rock Noob, like his most comfortable pick, straight away from the get-go. And then Euphemism may be going for either a counter pick or just a character that he feels like playing. But, you know, this is all just speculative, really. It's just a matter of, this has been so unpredictable this evening. We honestly have no idea how it's going to go.
Yeah, of course. And I've said it earlier. I'm thoroughly impressed by, how Claymores have really upped their game.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big change from what we saw from the finals of last season.
Yeah.
But, again, we're taking into account a player who is not playing right now, VGY,
Mhm.
could completely change the tide in the next set.
Yeah, for sure. It's really, Clyde have been on the ball. I will say they seem to be playing a lot more confidently than they had shown before. And I think that this has come from a lot of practice, a lot of meticulous playing, a lot of grinding, a lot of watching. A very good thing as well is the fact that the finals are also on stream, that you can go back and you can watch your tournament footage. And if you are the losing team, you have more to learn from, like more resources at your disposal. But right, I think we are already in game as well, but either way, we're gonna. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. It is the. So we're gonna just go back into it as soon as we have the correct stage picked as well. But with Youth, he does play a lot of characters, and see, I'm just hard stuck in this mindset that I really feel like it's a detrimental thing to do as a competitive player unless you are one of the cream of the crop players, I will say. Like if you're a top level player and you can make it work, then by all means go for it. But even then it can come back to bite players, and it's never really like a pretty sight because you have people like Tekken Master who do display very strong high level fundamental knowledge of different characters, and he's been doing this for quite a long time. He has a character essentially for
Everyone.
every character, every possibility, even player matchups. Not specifically character ones, but player ones. And you have Forever King, who used to be quite a Mokujin as well, in the sense that he had his mains, but he could play so many different characters at basically on a passing whim at such a high level that it became a very scary thing because you're not just trying to adapt to the character, you're really trying to adapt to the player and forcing their own playstyle in the way that they like to actually play Mortal Kombat with someone who has an entirely different kit that you might not be ready for.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, as good as it is having knowledge across the board and being rather versatile as a player, it's the saying of maybe you might be spreading yourself a bit too thin.
Yeah.
Like it's good being broad in every area, at least for the most part, understanding it. But playing every single character in depth, having good knowledge of them universally across the board is something that's very hard one to do and maintain.
Yeah. And it's like, but Youth could just be a character. Sorry, a person. He's not a character. I mean, he could be a character. Youth for KP too. But either way, like he might just like everyone in the roster. He might just be the biggest Mortal Kombat fan in the world, and we don't know it. He just loves the characters and he wants to play all of them. I mean, personally, I feel very conflicted in picking one character that you're going to settle on. I love so many different characters. There's a lot of fun in playing them all.
Like
But if I were playing in tournament, you'd want to.
Mavado. I can't even say that without believing it.
Is this guy for real? Suhao? Alright. Everyone knows you mean Molina. Come on, man. It's your favorite character in Mortal Kombat.
Although we can't hear it, I can feel the Molina fans screaming in the distance.
I can hear the white noise in his head right now. Like all the static and just this overwhelming amounts of re and everything else, like every form of rage under the sun when I mention that name. But really, like, I have no idea what to expect from Euphemism at all points because he will just play characters that you just don't expect. Or he plays characters really just on whoever he feels is best at the time.
Yeah,
It's not something, he's not the kind
play
of
by
player
feel.
you can really prepare for. Yeah, play by feel. But I do feel like he might be looking towards very conventional options to beat certain characters. Like, for example, if you have a character that is conventionally regarded as like an A tier character, he would probably pick an S tier character just because they're more well-rounded. Just because they have more advantage for you in that sense. But it's just like, yeah, we apologize about the delay as well. We're just waiting for everything to continue forwards. And I just have no idea with Youth. It's really just, I see him play different characters all the time because at Versus Fighting last year, he was playing Jackie.
Yeah, no, he was playing Jackie.
Back when I was a Shao Kahn player.
That's such an ugly match.
First round KO.
No.
Yeah. For those that don't know,
No.
I lost to Youth at Versus Fighting. He put me in losers.
I'm sensing a lot of resentment.
No, not in the slightest. It's just Shao Kahn is just he was definitely a challenge. I wasn't good enough to make him work, But then seeing players like video games, make Shao Kahn work is just so hype to me.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a bunch of other really good Shao players out there in the world. Sometimes you even have Shao loyalists as well. People like pros and cons. You know, like people that really, really stick to the character because they love him. And I got mad respect for you people because you make him work. I cannot do that because I'm bad, I guess. I just don't know how to enforce the big D energy that Shao Kahn wants to emit, the big boss energy, you know what I mean? He's just such a mammoth of a character, and I really want to make sure that I can play him that way, that he feels representative to me from the very beginning of Mortal Kombat, dating way back to my very early days in the 90s and stuff.
No.
And he's just too sick. I'll always like him.
One thing I will ask you, since I know you do love your Shao Kahn, what changes would you like to see him undergo?
Just make forward 3 special. Sorry, take out the special cancel window from forward 3. You don't need forward 3 to be special cancelable, and you don't need a gap in forward 3-4. Just give him forward 3-4 and make that hit confirmable into a special, or a special cancelable rather. Just switch the window from forward 3 to forward 3-4. That's it.
Yeah, no,
Literally, that's it. Just give him a legitimate mid to use. But we are seeing Hollow as well on Baraka, as we saw him play earlier. Marauder Baraka being, you know, the big damage one with Gutted.
Of course.
And Luohan Quan from Euphemism as well. The Liu Kang pick. Liu Kang being a very popular character. But that wake up button's getting stuffed by Hollow. He's just like, nah,
man.
you ain't doing it, man. You're not doing this stuff to me. You're not doing the Mortal Kombat 11.
Seems like Hollow's looking to bring that intensity right now, but Euphemism ain't of this just yet. He's playing. Oh
No,
he bet it,
boy.
Oh, he bet it. Oh,
if he hit that though, I think it was gonna be, you were gonna guarantee yourself the bicycle kick because you can meter burn it straight after that, right? And he was trying to get the KB on the wake up attack, but right now Hollow is winning this projectile war pretty much. Yeah, all of these projectiles, these fireballs do not do as much damage as blade sparks. You're gonna have to find a different way to play this right now, because these little like, you know, chips of damage that Baraka can pack on really hurt. Oh, no punish.
No punish.
That was a super gimmick.
Down one.
No anti-air.
Hollow
it's alright
very
though.
Patient at the moment, gets the KB and steals around out Hollow. This is the thing I'm seeing with Hollow. He's playing exceptionally well, but he's just losing these rounds to silly small things.
Liu Kang's got some nice socks, bro.
Oh man.
Look at that jump 3, clean over the blade sparks. Forcing the breakaway out of Hollow as well, and Hollow just holding all these buttons, really great stuff. And then throwing Youth into the corner, catching him trying to press.
Oh, wake up buttons.
Yeah, wake up buttons again. Waking up with 1-2 and 1-2-3 is honestly just too much fun with Liu Kang. I can't fault him for that.
Man.
Oh yeah, gimme that. Chop into the Oki, 37%.
Oh, fully commits to
it. That was risky.
Spends both bars.
Not sure I agree with that, because it scales very heavily, and you don't have a crushing blow to lead into anymore. Nice, down 2, convert it. Nice.
Oh, fatal blows in play.
Not even gonna matter. Hollow just denying Youth the victory right there. The Mortal Kombat finesse from the good egg with the spiky arms.
Yeah,
look at him go. He's such a great character. You know, I'm just so happy that Baraka's actually back. I'm just so happy.
I love how they've changed him from like generic evil angry man.
Yeah, he was. If you just draw eyes, teeth, and angry eyebrows on an egg, that's Baraka, and then just give him 2 splinters, like 2 little tiny little chips of wood, just for hands, and then you're good. He just does chop all day, and
get toothpicks, put it in the egg.
Exactly. And you know, Baraka is just awesome. But seeing Hollow play Baraka now is really cool, because I know that he has been mentioning that he does like to play Baraka, and he wanted to bring out the Baraka and stuff. But obviously, when you're so comfortable playing one character and you've spent so much time playing one character, it does take a bit of time to gel with a new pick, you know, to understand how to play them in the different matchups, to understand how to be comfortable with the character. You know, getting conversions off of stray hits is a big thing as well.
Oh, nice.
But if anything, Hollow seems a lot more comfortable playing right now than he did before. And this is the kind of growth that we wanted to see from him. You know, we wanted to see just Hollow play like Hollow. It seemed like he was quite a bit shut down in the previous matches, but right now he's playing exactly as he normally does. And he's making it count, but that was a big drop.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's quite a health lead at the moment. Oh, not dead just yet.
He's looking for it.
Oh,
there it is.
Euphemism chooses to keep himself off the ground and pays for it. Really good stuff from both players at the moment, and Hollow on match point.
Yeah, all these stray hits. Look at that.
They
He's
all
already
stack
lost.
up.
He's already lost so much health just from those few blade sparks. That's from just trying to get in. Oh, nice punish.
Why doesn't choose to go for the KB on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're only really gonna get a flying kick off it. It's better to use in the corner on a punish, you know, or a whip punish.
That is true.
That was that must have been an input error.
Definitely looked like one. Unless it was going for Galaxy Brain reads and fully expecting a flawless block up 2 up 3 off that, which would have been exceptional.
It was too early in the string to do it though. No punish from Hollow.
Ooh.
That standing 3 was for sure an input error. Probably looking for a chop chop or a down 3 into chop chop.
So backwards throw. Oh!
You've just absolutely stole that round as well from Hollow.
Escape failed as well.
Yeah, he's got that
in
crushing
mind.
blow on deck. And now Liu Kang has 2 crushing blow throws, so Hollow's going to have to guess in that regard. Or he
Yeah.
could just duck on him if he makes the read.
That is true. Big jump free.
Nice punish.
Man, nice stuff.
Not going to get the most damage because you Oki, and you know, you got the defensive bars out of Euphemism. And that was throw tag.
Yeah,
Denied.
Gone.
Yep, he doesn't have that crushing blow anymore.
Yeah, but Euphemism must be patient at the moment if he wants to take it over Hollow.
Oh, you ain't staggering back one on me. Down 2.
Oh man. Okay.
I don't. I mean, he had the breakaway, so this is a lot of raw damage that's unbreakable,
Yeah.
right? And he's forcing Hollow to really use the cape. Sorry, the breakaway in a dire situation over here, really. But
Yeah.
both players with that breakaway, both players playing a bit of a projectile war. This is in favor of Baraka, and Euphemism also doesn't have Fatal Blow. So if he makes one slip up over here,
Oh man.
it is gonna hurt.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a sick whip punish.
Again, it just comes down to these little small choices of just like Hollow getting these rounds just ripped. Oh, it hurts me.
At that point, it's really just about trying to find the moment where Euphemism whiffed a tiny bit and then just punching him with a Fatal Blow, right? Because that was the guaranteed game over. But you've just with an absolutely nuts whiff punish, and then just, you know, understanding the damage calculation and everything, understanding he still had that crushing blow loaded on the bicycle kick, finds a way to close it out and then ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, no, it's we are seeing a hell of a fight this evening. My goodness me, I wouldn't expect anything less from the teams and the players on each of these
yeah,
teams,
for sure.
man. Like, I'm so happy we got to talk about these two. In particular, of course, you know, the run back, the bad blood, the storylines, of course.
Yeah,
Massive
the
note for
lore.
those. The lore.
I mean, he has history behind the Warrior. He'd be the most qualified person to tell you about this stuff.
Yeah, just gotta hit that sub button.
Kentaro says sub.
Oh, down freeze under projectile.
Yeah, with that shoulder of MK9.
But at the moment, Euphemism just walking face first in these projectiles. It's definitely gonna start stacking. Saying that flying
Goes
kick
for that Hail Mary
pays.
flying kick, and it does pay off right there. Using that standing 1 just to stagger on him and go for the throw again.
Oh, a lot of patience being shown from Hollow, but it's just not working in his favor at the moment.
Yeah, this one is like the Season 1 Combat League right here. Look at this.
Oh man, this
Buttons into buttons. And Hollow
Hollow's
just not
holding it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you're playing against just buttons like that, it's hard to find where you can press a button and where you can't press a button. You kind of just have to wait for him to do his motions and wait for him to slip up, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's like at least
What?
short hopping.
I mean, that was kind of sick, but what? Big hit.
Nice. This is what Hollow needs right now.
Yeah, getting the breakaway. Down 3 to
Oh,
chop chop is not
man.
working out for him, and Euphemism's going to start racking up towards that bicycle crushing blow.
Yeah, you know he's looking for it.
Oh, that was a huge
jump out
jump.
the corner.
Yeah, this could kill.
It.
This could kill.
Yeah, if you
Don't
choose
drop
to cash
it.
out on it, cash out on it.
KB, no,
Oh, no.
he's not going to go for it. He's just going to save it for
We
later.
got buttons going for the
Yeah,
comeback.
now, oh,
No!
no punish.
Sort of. Okay. Oh, that was very.
That was stressful.
That was very big brain reads attempt.
Bro, that was stressful.
Oh, I couldn't have made it sound any more evil. Projectile game again. Although does have access to that nice KB, of course, for that grab.
I mean, this is Baraka's favor. Blaze Sparks just does more damage, and he also ate the bar right there from Euphemism. He doesn't have any more bar.
Ooh, interrupts the last hit. Being aware of it.
Denied. Didn't have the bar to extend it, but still getting the raw damage, almost 20%.
Oh man,
I'm surprised we haven't seen 1-2 staggers from Youth though, because of the plus frames. He's well, just as I say,
Yeah.
nice throw tech.
Commentator's curse, my friend. Oh, and it was coming. Oh, that was a sick conversion.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. But the
Air to air.
air-to-air drop.
No, doesn't
No
confirm
full punish.
the fatal blow.
Yeah, he
Both
didn't.
players.
He didn't confirm.
Oh, just 1-2 plus frames into my button.
Hollow being really patient. Thrown under the down. No! He made the read.
No, I got to the floor. Oh my god. What are we looking at? What is happening? And look, Brock is drunk. He's drunk on sadness. Like, why? Why?
You know what, Callum, mate? My soul is gone.
Yes, I did have to say it this week. Play of the week, kind of.
That was an okay of the week. All right. Do you know how painful that was to watch? He had the read. He had the read. He went for the. They went for the table, flip down too, and he got thrown out of it.
I would not blame Hollow if he felt quite tilted at the moment, because the thing is, he's been making these amazing decisions and playing. Like, I put it like this: it's been like flowchart set play, and it's been working, but he's just been having it slip out his fingers.
He was playing so much more patient than I've ever seen him play before as well. But with that win as well, Euphemism did secure the first set win for the Claymores. This is the first set I have ever seen been taken against the Lionhearts.
Yeah, no, that's a big achievement.
Yeah, that's a big statement right here. Now, the Claymores are definitely going to have to win 5 more of these individual sets right here as we go down if they actually want to take it this evening. But the London Lionhearts are not out of this. They're going to rock the same roster, so our assumption really can just be that Video Games Yo is not in attendance, or he just doesn't want to play this week.
That's fine.
Which is, yeah, totally fair enough. And he could just be in the hyperbolic time chamber. And
he's too busy doing his afro, man. It's fine. We get it. Yeah,
he has magnificent hair.
He does.
And it's going to just come down to how confident the London Lionhearts feel going into the second set. Because sometimes you have players that are very deterred after losing that first one. They will feel like, oh man, we had that. It slipped us by. What do we do? Or they just feel overwhelmed. But I don't think that's the case with these guys. I think, knowing the Lionhearts players, they're probably amped for this. You know, they have the pride of the Lionhearts as well they want to protect, and they just want to bring it back and really bring the heat to the Claymores, especially with players like Jack Spratt as well, who don't have that competitive experience that we were talking about before. This is a great way to get started, a great way to really put your name out there as well as a Mortal Kombat competitor. So, this is the time for London Lionhearts to completely pull the rug from under Claymores, to take them out of their comfort zone, you know, pull them off their high horse.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You must take into account that at this point now, Claymores have gotten 1 point on the board. They're tasting blood.
Yeah.
And they definitely want to go in for the kill, but the problem is, what do the Lionhearts do in order to, you know, fight back? You know, like, I feel
just
like...
win, forehead. just block.
Because there's incredible players amongst them, but the problem is they're doing really well, but they're lacking the ability to just close things out.
Yeah.
That's something that we clearly are seeing. There's been some dropped combos over the evening, but, you know, anything can change and anything can happen, so it's not, you know. But, ooh, we have some interesting news. Would you like to deliver it?
The voice
Mr.
from the
Shalkani?
heavens came down, and we have Video Games Yo, who is subbed in for Hollow.
That was the least exciting things, like, so he's some change.
Hey man, I'm trying to build up some suspense. You know what I'm trying to say? What the heck? I'm getting flamed by my co-caster. What the heck is going on? No, but seriously, like, Video Games Yo is subbed in for Hollow now, so I can't really imagine Hollow being too happy with how he performed, especially with the way that last match really slipped him by, dude. It's better not to play on tilt, you know, like, that 100% tilted me, and I wasn't even in that game. But Video Games Yo is like, alright, you guys, don't worry, I'm in. Let's go, let's go. Sub me in, coach. Get me in. I'm tired of the bench. Come on, let's go. And I honestly, I just really want him to play Shao Kahn. I mean, even if he plays Nightwolf, I'm going to love it. It doesn't matter who he plays. I do actually like the way that he plays the game, but still.
No, because you say that, if VGY does pick Shao Kahn, you think Euphemism also pick Shao Kahn.
if you picks Katana, because that's the canon counter pick, I would laugh.
Or
imagine Highborn Katana versus
Melina.
Imagine Highborn Katana versus Shao Kahn, though. That doesn't sound fun.
Mm-mm-mm.
That doesn't sound fun for the Shout player at all.
Not really.
But I'm actually, because VGY is also a person. I keep calling people characters. Stop it. They're not characters. People are real. But there's something that we were mentioning earlier about Euphemism liking to play a vast, majority of the characters in the roster, if not everyone. Video games, is the kind of player that can enforce his own style of gameplay onto different characters as well. And he can pick characters up essentially in no time because he's comfortable playing the game in a certain way.
Fight.
So VGY is going to be on that Outtake Johnny Cage. And we've been seeing quite a bit of him recently. And, he did fly out internationally as well for the Invitational, which he won with Outtake Johnny Cage, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course. Oh, this was Rising Star. Interesting. So, of course, in this variation of Johnny Cage, the projectile does have an arc, and it seems like Euphemism is quite comfortable enough with going for that low projectile in order to trade.
Yeah, of course, because half screening closer, that projectile is going to go straight over you. Now, with a projectile that lowers your hitbox enough to actually go underneath it more, it's like you are essentially throwing out a form of damage yourself in a time where your opponent can't recover. You're going to get that safe hit.
But one thing we must take into account that we actually haven't talked about at all evening is not just how VGY plays, but how he moves in the game as well. It's this systematic form of like backward wave dashing, forward wave dashing, kind of enforcing his own game. Really kind of being able to break that mold of just your standard dashes you see in game.
Yeah, there's a lot of confidence that you see in video games, Yo's gameplay. A lot of confidence. It's a lot of, belief in one's buttons.
Oh, I like that, belief in one's buttons. Oh, down one.
Nice anti-air, that's standing two, doing absolute work.
Nice. Good stuff off BGY at the moment.
Yeah, this is just pressure city right here. Whiffs the throw, but doesn't get punished accordingly. Just a down one.
Yep. Oh, that one's Rising Star.
The outtake right there, down one Rising Star. Love to see it.
Johnny Cage.
That was really, really good stuff. It definitely seemed like Euphemism was putting up quite the fight in the first round, but VGY, of course, showing the caliber of play and what he's known for, his ability to adapt, suffocate, and effectively crush his opponent.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting skin for Shao Kahn he went to choose for. No, I'm just kidding. So Outtake Johnny Cage is such a strong character, right? He has a lot going for him. Those pokes that you'll see him be doing, down ones into Rising Stars and stuff, they are essentially just completely safe. He does have legitimate pokes into specials, and it's quite an oppressive character, a rather variation to deal with. It's Outtake obviously has a better projectile game than the other two. It can be argued. I had to actually think about that for a second because I was like, but his straight one's pretty good as well. But it's like Outtake, because it has the Rising Star, it has all of what makes Johnny good anyway. An exceptionally good poke game, exceptionally good offensive strings, good use of jabs as well. His standing 2 anti-air was nuts as well.
Yes.
It's really just Johnny is quite a tough character to fight, and Liu Kang is. It's like they almost play the same kind of gameplay, They almost play the same kind of style, but it feels like Johnny's just a bit quicker to the chase. He's just a bit...
Yeah, literally one step ahead.
Yeah, really. And I think that you can really tell just how comfortable Video Games Yo is on the character now, especially after, just the recent success he's been having with Johnny as well, because... I know that he really likes Johnny Cage as a character. I think he mentioned that Johnny Cage was his favorite character, but I can't remember for sure. It is, yeah? Okay, so now we have confirmation.
It's in the lore.
It's in the lore, as spoken by History Behind the Warrior. And, it's like, if I don't... Kenshi's my favorite character. You're going to find a way to make him work, but he's just fortunate in the sense that Johnny is just really good, And I can't really imagine what Liu Kang would do in V1 against Outtake. It feels a bit awkward, right? Because forward 4 is going to be contested really easily. There's a lot of advancing strings that also lead into plus frames with Johnny. There's a really far-reaching jump 3. Now, I think this is just something within the entire family, because Johnny, Sonya, and Cassie all have really far-reaching jump 3s. But
and big boy legs, man.
Yeah, they never skip it. But it's just a tough bout to deal with. Liu Kang is not the best at anti-airing as well. He's got a really good jab, but you don't want to be jabbing all these jump 3s. Like, come on, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Yeah. But Yeah, I don't really know what is going to happen, what Euphemism would be thinking right now. It's just a very ambiguous thing because I definitely feel like Outtake Johnny is just quite a strong variation and quite, in the hands of a very good player as well, it's a very overwhelming thing to deal with.
I'm saying that we do have a character switch, so it looks like we will not be seeing Liu Kang at the moment.
+6, and he tried to jump. See, that's stuff that's just a bit strange to me.
Oh my
Beautiful anti-air.
god, that was Galaxy Brain. Beautiful stuff being shown right there. From
This is a
VGY.
very random pick, though. You know, it's from Euphemism. I wouldn't expect him to play hat tricks, Kung Lao, if any of them.
Oh my god!
Missed the conversion,
Oh
but it doesn't matter.
goodness
Still
me,
safe.
these landing one anti-airs are so clean. Hey, but we're seeing a lot of Z-Hat at the moment.
That crossover jump 3 gets the confirm.
Nice.
Video Games Yo is really good at optimizing his damage when he gets these touches.
Yeah, no, it's literally off anything as well. Even if it's just like one poke or like just a button that knocks the opponent out the air, it's kind of like, I'm gonna see how much I can get off this.
Contract. Round 2.
Saying that VGY on match point right now, Euphemism has to do it. Oh no, that is unfortunate. This is gonna hurt a lot. Shadow Cake. Ooh, goes for the roll, outwards roll. Oh, doesn't anti-aim that time. Now,
Yeah, these neutral jumps.
We do have to say that it's extremely impressive that VGY is managing to anti-air, you know, Kung Lao of all characters. But now, Euphemism is aware of that and he's just going, you know what? Instead of me going for big jump threes, I'm going for dive kicks instead.
This is just super oppressive. Honestly, that was just a complete asphyxiation if I've ever seen one. He's mercying him. You know, why not?
Fair enough. Oh man.
+6. Yep. There's a lot of staggering, a lot of pokes as well being used.
Yeah.
Euphemism going to have to work in a hell of a comeback, but a nice throw tech. Yeah, down 3 City.
Oh,
Yeah, commit to the unsafe. He's got to do it, right? It's all or nothing at this point, but that was a bit too all or nothing. You had the time to react to see that was blocked, and that was a bit of a Hail Mary, but Video Games Yo definitely taking that 2-0 over Euphemism.
Yep, showing that the London Lionhearts aren't out of this just yet.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we talked about the switch earlier and what could possibly entail. It may be a complete switch of the tide because VGY definitely a not just a high level player, a pro player.
Yeah, but one player is not enough to carry a whole team.
But the thing is, it's not like, you know, Spyware or Jack Sprat haven't been holding back. They've been doing well.
Yeah, no, of course not.
You know,
but if you look at it, right, Spyware and Jack Sprat did not win all of their games in that previous set. And because of that, if Clyde keep up the same level of consistency that they did then, and VGY was essentially one of the only people to win every one of his sets, if he does, then it's really, Clyde would still have the advantage in that regard, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So it's down to the other two players in the London Lionhearts as well to follow in VGY's example and just bring everything you can, keep the team morale up, you know, just keep it going. Just, honestly, use your teammates' success to motivate you because everyone on London Lionhearts should be really, really hungry for this win. They don't want to go down like this.
Yes, but now Spyware up against...
Tried to whip punish. Oh, you tried to play the game correctly.
Oh man, there goes my voice going up an octave right there. Oh man.
Oh, that was a big whiff, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was scary.
Goes for the grab, interesting.
That's a scratch.
He keeps a mid-screen her. At the moment, just both players spacing each other out, playing very, very slowly. Just wanting one to make a mistake. Ooh.
This is a battle of the footsies right now, but 24% just for looking in my general direction, mate.
At the moment, Spyware, gets put to the overhead.
Yeah, but Spyware does have Fatal Blow as well. It's not going to kill, of course, but
oh, wow!
Spyware definitely moving in the right way right now.
Must be aware of that fatal blow.
I like how Spyware has just taken all of these mids that don't have gaps, these strings that don't have gaps, and he's using all of these strings to their entirety, and then he's worked out the timing to get the flawless blocks after that on the opponent's counter buttons. Really, you know, that's really high level stuff. That's really just saying, if you want to take your turn after I've just done this safe string, I'm going to punish you for it.
Definitely a lot of really good stuff being shown off by both players at the moment. Spyware being patient. Slowly
All these flawless blocks. I mean, Spyware has so much experience against Sonya because Spyware plays a lot against the Seer, who is on the Lionhearts for the previous 2 seasons. Didn't qualify this time around, unfortunately. But the Seer has a very good Sonya as well. And these guys play quite a lot with each other, you know? So, if anything, he is very comfortable dealing with the character, but whether or not he's comfortable with dealing how Op likes to play the character and play the game is another story.
It's the AWP style. It's very, very different to some others. Like, AWP's very, very content with just literally keeping you out for a substantial amount of time, wanting to make you feel impatient, and the second you run in, it's just like mix-up city. Ooh, getting clipped and definitely shines of
Spyware
being shown by
is on an actual a spit of health. He can make it work though. It's going to just take a couple crushing blows, but Op just completely disrespecting that jump 3 and hitting him with a poke of his own. Getting the trade and closing out the first game.
Yeah, just AWP, just really...
Man, he's looking on fire tonight.
Kind of channeling his inner Dizzy. The entire second round was just like, just keep away, keep it simple. Because Spyware just can't get in to do that damage, because you can't really trade with Sonya's projectile.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every jump kick you get, you should be, you know, option selecting into the Nomad Dash anyway. But with Sonya, you have to make the read on the projectile if you want to hit her with that jump kick and then get the punish on that. The rest of her game is like, you can probably abuse her with like back 1 staggers or down 4 staggers, but ultimately, Op is going to start using moves at this range where he's going to start throwing out energy rings in a range where you would want to back 1 him or you would want to down 4 him because you think that he's going to come at you with a back 1. Back 1 obviously being a high, it's like down 4 is a good option against it, especially in the sense that it gives you enough plus frames that you can keep it your turn. Op is just going to keep throwing projectiles at you in that sort of range. He's going to try and get you to want to jump as well, to put yourself into the situation that is disadvantageous for yourself, where you think you have the lead. But that was a really nice whiff punish from Spyware. Didn't get the confirm, unfortunately.
Nice tech at the moment. All playing extremely well tonight.
Now, I like Spyware's challenge over there, because Op definitely likes to do down 3, or what was that? It was down 4, I think? The little energy ring that she has. Yeah, so he likes to do that. Whether it hits or on block, he will throw out buttons after it because of the range.
Down 1.
Nice confirm.
Stuff being shown from Spyware at the moment. It seems like the nooks and crannies are starting to go again.
Using that 2-2-1?
But you know, we can't count all power.
Oh, he tried to. You like that challenge on the throw right there. He let go of block just to make it poke so he didn't get thrown out of the poke as well.
That was really, really good.
You can tell that there's a lot of experience from both these players just playing Mortal Kombat 11 because they're making a lot of high-level decisions on the fly, like very quickly. Ooh, just a bit unfortunate for Spyware right there, missing the jab anti-air. Op taking full advantage, going to keep him in the corner right here, but a nice jab right there. Dashes himself out. Yeah, no, I agree with it. But he's put himself at a range where it might be a bit tricky for him to get back in. Now, he is with a health deficit as well.
Oh,
he's lucky that didn't crushing blow it because of the trade.
Very, very lucky. Looking for that back 1 spacing.
Yeah, nice. Just using it to stagger, not committing. Falling for the auto shimmy right there, and the ass whooping is probably going to close out the game. Nope.
No, not
the round. Sorry. There does the Injustice air to airs.
Of course, AWP as well, coming from a background of Injustice 2. Definitely one with the air to airs at the moment. Nice.
I love seeing instant air rings, to be honest. Huge read on that throw right there. The double down 2, probably reading the breakaway.
Yeah, that
into another crushing blow. Look how much of Spyware's health is already gone.
What health?
This is looking really rough right now as he has just been reduced heavily.
Yeah, at the moment Spyware needs to get some momentum going, no pun intended. Trying to stay in that fog. Because of course, when you do stay in it, you not only do get a damage buff, you do gain some health back. Oh, big jump.
And there it is, that jump kick right in the face.
Mercy.
Going for a mercy is, I mean, like, fair enough, you know. Players do what they want to do. He still closed it out.
You can't do it twice in a row.
That's alright, you know, we'll totally just ignore the fact that we saw you drop the fatal input twice up. You want to mercy and flex on your opponent, you know how to do your fatals off the first try?
Oh man.
That's like someone doing a tail whip on a BMX and then, you know, popping off about it and then falling off their bike straight after.
Hey, man.
Hey man, landed my first kickflip, except I landed primo. Ugh, that's rough. Anyway, like, Op has just been completely on fire this evening.
He's been
They're
very
just
good.
really, really good. Just really consistent and solid Sonya gameplay. We just know how comfortable this guy is on Sonya. And, you know, he plays a lot of this character. He's frequent player, playing consistently with high-level players as well, constantly looking to grow and improve. But now that's tied things up at 1-1, both of them being 2-0s in their respective matches, meaning this third match is something we haven't seen this evening, which is something I'm actually pretty excited to see, because I have no idea whether Jack Sprat knows how to deal with Soul Eater Shang.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. 'Cause like I said, the more I'm seeing from Jack Sprat, the more I'm impressed with what he can bring to the table. But the question is, what can Nightwolf do in the Soul Eater matchup?
I think that with Shang Tsung, so this is from my experience as someone who has played quite a lot of Nightwolf. I do really enjoy playing the character. Warlock Shang feels really hard, but Soul Eater Shang, not so much. You're really just thrown out of using a lot of arrows because of the smoke parry, but at the end of the day, those arrows are only a tiny bit of damage. It's not the end of the world if you can't use them, because then you can start playing around the fact that you can't use those projectiles. You're going to be expecting a lot of really like low damage things from Shang, a lot of staggers, a lot of auto shimmies, but Nightwolf can play very comfortably around that with his exceptional movement.
Oh! His conversion to jump free. That's down to
Yeah, it always looks funny, doesn't it?
It always looks so incredibly strange.
But you know, something that can be done as well is the straight projectile at full screen from Shang. If it's reflected, he can use the smoke parry to just punish that.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's a projectile coming back at him, he can parry it.
Ah, that would be big brain reads. That would be big brain reads. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Goes to the cancel. Goes to the double cancel. Cheeky stuff.
We're playing MKX over here, but he's down 2 defensive bars. Has no breakaway if Jack manages to find the hit. But Jack Sprat, you know, got to utilize the wave dash a bit more with Nightwolf. Keep yourself safer in that forward movement. Nice.
Oh.
I think he tried to get the standing 1-1, but he didn't let go down fast enough.
That is unfortunate. Big jump free.
Got to be real careful about using these meaty back 3-4s as well. Back 3 as a move independently is a very good meaty. In my opinion, it's a very good meaty.
Of course.
We'll get that
Don't worry,
little
guys,
thingy
that'll
on the
go
screen
away in just
will be
a
gone
second
in
at
just
the
a moment. But, you know, with Nightwolf, it's all about utilizing, you're just pushing your advantage. You know, you really have to push your advantage as much as you can. Don't be afraid to play a really lane game. Don't be afraid to be really repetitive or really flowcharty, because that's how Nightwolf operates, you know?
Yeah.
But when it comes to forward movement, especially against the character with projectiles, you have to make sure that, in my opinion, you have to make sure that you're really wave dashing a lot with Nightwolf, because he's got really good movement.
Very, very good.
You can do them in token dashes at people, you know? You can start creating a lot of space if you want to, and then you have an exceptionally good down 3 that leaves your opponent standing as well. So that would be really nice to see, but Jack Sprat has the health lead right now.
Yeah, but for how long if he keeps getting his soul taken?
Oh,
that is unfortunate. Oh,
He just did it. He
saw
just did it.
Oh
He
my
read
God,
the
is this a
breakaway.
comeback?
Knowles is like, I see it. I see it. And he hit him.
Suplex.
Oh, Mortal Kombat
Plus
9.
range.
Oh, that was sick. He punished him on the landing.
We fight until the end.
That was really good stuff.
That was exceptionally well timed. And now Knowles is down a fatal blow. That ties it
Yeah.
up at 1 round apiece. Yeah, you
Actually
gotta stop
down the damage.
committing to the forward dash. You have to be able to dash cancel that, you know, with the block. Or the down 3.
Oh man.
Could have gotten a raw punish with the forward 1, but
3.
just about missed it.
2-4 once again. Down
Nice
one
challenge.
check.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, that was
The
a big
breakaway has to hold
yikers.
this. Wait, has it back now? But, oh man, that's
Already
a
taken
lot of damage.
40%.
What are these conversions I've never seen before? The down 1 set reptile slide.
I think that was back
Strange.
3 reptile slide. It was still like,
Oh,
you know, Nausea loves to do that kind of stuff.
oh, oh man. Oh,
We didn't see it again. Nausea, you're trolling us, man. It's because he's on the Belong account. That's why we're not seeing it.
Oh,
He doesn't have it. I think he wants to do it. I don't think he has it. He doesn't have that by default, does he?
No, I don't
The
think
one
so.
where, if anyone hasn't seen the brutality, like, it's just he raises you up with Ermac and he pulls you apart.
Because of course, like, I believe with DLC characters, they only get 2 brutalities, which are the first one being the default big down 2, and of course,
Yeah.
you know, your favorite. Yeah, the other one being your favorite. So.
Don't listen to anything he says. From this point on, this is a one-caster stream. I'm just kidding. Love you. But still, the way that Nausea is playing Soul Eater looks like it is very irritating to deal with. Now, the thing is, Jack was definitely finding himself getting caught and clipped by these random projectiles just here and there, you know, just trying to get in on him. When really you can probably afford to just play a game where you're keeping a relative amount of space, that you give yourself enough time, you allow yourself enough time to react. But Nausea absolutely getting mixed by the MK11 special.
Yeah, just getting clipped with everything from downtown.
I sense a bit of nerves on the side of Jack as well, but he's really got to push his momentum right here.
Nice.
Great use of the jump too. Convert it. There we go. Rhino charge. That's what we like to see. Oh, he kicked through him with the unsaved string.
So sick!
That was sick.
That was godlike.
Flawless
That-
victory, baby.
Ooh, okay, Jack's back now have this.
Hit him with the AOO energy. Let's go.
That was really, really cool. My goodness me.
Yo, I didn't even know you could tick throw with that string. That was sick. I can't even get over that. That was so cool.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's right. Slammed into the ground. It's going to be, down 2 optimal.
Yep, the back one. Gonna catch him out over there, but no punish from Jack.
Not out of this
Yeah,
just
down
yet.
3s. Throws. Nice.
Nice.
Jack's got to use that down 3 a heck of a lot more. Nice. Yo,
The conversions! These, oh my goodness
this is
me!
hype. This is sick. I love seeing these kind of Nightwolf conversions.
That
Throw
was
punish of
really
his own.
good stuff off Nausea. Now it can operate full screen. But being extremely, extremely patient at the moment. Goes for jump over. Oh, the neutral duck.
That's not going to kill. It's not going to kill, but it's going to put him in a really good situation right here. Nausea did have the breakaway, so using this is very clever.
Yeah,
Get the
means
most
that Jack's
unbreakable
right.
damage you can.
110% bring this back.
That's
The
almost
playing fields
40%.
are even.
You got to reflect those.
Oh,
You have to reflect those. You have to reflect those. It does, or just duck him. That ducking is, that's fine. That's fine. You
Playing
just-
it safe.
He's looking for the Rhino charge, I think.
Wow.
You are such a psychopath, and I love every single bit of it. I would be too scared.
exceptional. That was exceptional from Jack Sprat right
Man,
there.
he's got layers on the mind games.
Wow.
Actual onions.
Wow.
Pouring out for the homie Nausea right now, man. Pouring out 40s for you right there. That
That's-
was. I would be too scared to throw. I would be way too scared because
very
Nausea.
flustered.
I am flustered, and I wasn't even playing the match. I wasn't even in the game. I love Nightwolf. The Nightwolf energy just. I love it. It's riveting. But seriously, like in that situation, right? Nausea's throwing out these straight projectiles all the time. It looked like he wanted Jack to reflect it so he could parry that.
Yes. That's what I was thinking about at the end of
either
it.
that or just catch him dashing, right? Get on any little, tiny ticks of damage. But when he did it, it looked like he was really waiting for Jack to think he could do a full screen option back so he could parry it. I was falling for this mind game that I don't even know Nausea was enforcing. Genuinely, I would be too scared to throw out the arrows in that situation, and I would have definitely choked the game. But Jack Sprat showing why he is on the London Lionhearts and I am not, because I am bad. And obviously proving to be such a sick and clean Nightwolf player. I'm just super stoked to see this. But now, we are playing in tight situations right here, because we are tied up 1-1 between both these teams.
Yeah, good
And now,
stuff.
this match right here is also 1-1.
Yeah, no, good stuff when we've seen with both these players, man. It's been so incredibly back and forth, and Jack Sprat, I feel like he just
Misses it, but he
functions
went
like
for it.
wine. He just gets better over the course of time.
Yeah, he is adapting. And you know what? Jack Sprat says that adapting is one of his weakest traits as a player, as a competitor. I disbelieve that because I think he's been adapting this evening superbly.
Proving it wrong right now. And
Yep.
maybe, as you mentioned, he isn't really used to like performing in tournaments or maybe even an audience behind him, but his confidence is definitely starting to show. And I mean, did you see it just interrupted him out of a
Yeah,
championship?
and this is the kind of confidence you need as a Nightwolf player, you know? You need to accept the fact that your character is absolutely BS. And just enforce it. Nice punish
Oh,
on the
man.
rain. On the, I'm just gonna call it the purple rain, yeah?
Purple Rain.
Purple rain.
Oh, the
Oh, input
misinput
errors.
again.
Ow! Give it to him. Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh. Oh my god, are we gonna see? I thought we were going to see 3 ninjas in one combo. Oh, the neutral
He's so
duck.
good at ducking
That
these
was
throws.
incredible.
He just
He
lets
shoots,
go of
commits
block.
both bars.
Yep, there it is, 35.
Goes for the grab, evens out the health bars.
Ooh! Fatal blows on deck.
what's that,
Confirm it into Fatal.
Yeah,
that is done.
Jack Sprat takes
That-
over nausea.
Honestly, mate, that was textbook Nightwolf play. The moment he hit that forward 2, I knew he was going to confirm it. Straight away into that fatal blow, guaranteed death, over 40% damage.
Yeah,
and Jack Sprat
Lionhearts.
tacking on the damage, getting the revenge teabags because he got teabagged by Op.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it back.
Okay, this is all right.
You know, all right. Now, for as much as I love Nightwolf, this fatality is so redundant because he already breaks your neck before lifting you up. You're already dead.
But is there such a thing as overkill in Mortal Kombat?
I'm just more
People
confused.
die when they are killed.
If you're gonna kill someone stylistically, you're basically saying like, oh, it's fine, you won't feel any of it, buddy. Don't worry, I'll just put you out of your misery real quick. Don't worry, I'm pretty empathetic like that. Don't worry, bro, I got you. And he just breaks his neck, and then after that, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna pull out the old
Maybe it's a Matoken
tomahawk
thing.
Maybe. Is that like a rite of passage to become the new Nightwolf?
What, just summon a stand bear, and then the stand kills your enemy for you?
Oh,
Let's go with it.
if you want to be the new Nightwolf, you have to down 3 me 11 times in a row.
But, oh my goodness me, this next match that's going to come up, arguably the best players of both teams, VGY against AWP now. Ooh, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm really looking forward to this one.
This one was one that was so close for AWP in Season 2's finals.
Yes.
So close. He was really playing on the ball in those Season 2 finals. For anyone that hasn't seen it, I definitely recommend going to watch the archive. It was a great set and a great display of matches that we had on that day as well in Bristol. But now AWP has had the time to practice even more to play. But the same can be said about Video Games Yo, who has been on a hardcore grind as he will be attending Last Chance Qualifier for Final Combat. So really, both these players have been putting in a heck of a lot of work into their respective plays, and we obviously do see VGY is playing a different character than he was to finals as well. So this is a matter of, can AWP play against Outtake? Probably.
Yeah.
Can AWP play against Video Games Yo's Outtake?
Oh,
Debatable.
we'll have to wait and see over the course of time, but the health bars seem fairly even at the moment. Oh, good
What
stuff.
a great confirm. That Rising Star not going to work
let's
out.
Punish him. Nice, good stuff from VGY at the moment. All going for the late wake up. VGY at the moment showing that his patience is really paying off. Allowing AWP to
He
press
just
the
has
buttons,
incredible neutral, you know.
Yeah. He will dash in front of you and dash back to purposely bait you into pressing a button.
Now,
It is
it's
that type of
really
big
cool
game.
to me how, because he was playing Shao Kahn early in the game's life, his movement is already top-notch, right? There was no one wave dashing like he was with
No.
Shao.
He
He does the
kind
same
of
thing with Jax,
revolutionized it.
and then with Johnny, it seems like he's taken all the strengths he's learned from playing these other 3 characters, you know, Jax, Nightwolf, and Shao, and he's just incorporated them into this very finessed game style. Or game plan, rather.
Oh,
4-3, just low profile. Or was that 4-4? Low profiling. Nice punish on the back one too.
Yeah, AWP at the moment just struggling to get things going right now. Just VGY playing very impressive.
I mean, Johnny is a character that can probably low profile quite a lot of what Sonya has to offer, but that was a really nice dash up into throw. Getting Video Games Heroes back towards the wall. Still AWP with the health advantage as well. Whittling down his bars and a really strong duck and counter right there.
Yeah, and AWP has to hold that damage. He does not have access to
This is not the zoning war you want right here.
Yeah,
this is
not fun to
yeah,
deal
if you
with.
get clipped by a single one of these, you are donezo, kid.
Oh, wow.
Gimmick City. Oh,
my
didn't get
god. No, we're going to see a
One
repeat.
hit. Oh.
That one, of course.
it. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Punch you right in the
it goes to the fatal blow. Okay.
that's
Oh
what we
my
like to see.
God, the Lionhearts is bringing things back, but also being very disrespectful about it. It's like, did we give you the first round? Did we want to put you into a world of safe comfort and then just wreck it with an asteroid?
Mm-hmm.
That's wow.
It has to be an asteroid, nothing less.
Of course. But yeah, no, that was exceptional stuff. It definitely seems like the Lionhearts aren't out of this just yet. They are pulling things
Yeah,
back.
no, definitely
They're
not. If
pulling
anything,
things back.
the first set that went over to Clyde seemed like the icebreaker almost
Mm-hmm.
by them saying, hey guys, you still remember us, right? Like, we're not free. We're gonna body you.
There is a reason
And-
we won Season 1, Season 2. So, definitely might want to up your games, Claymores.
It's going to be a tough one right now because now they have got the disadvantage in the second set, but they still have the advantage in the overall course of this evening, between both these teams. So the Claymores, if they want to close this out, they're going to have to really, really bring it. But going into game number 2 over here between Op and VGY, we're going to have to see how Op changes things out.
Wake up buttons.
Look at that.
What are grabs, my friends? Just wake up buttons. Nice. Safe. Oh, gets clipped with the second projectile. Fair enough.
Although not the end of the world to have that happen to you right in the first round. Yep, clean confirm. Gets the breakaway, Op wanting none of it.
Good, plus frames. Simple, and he can suffocate Orp at the moment if only worked to his favour. Not dead just yet, but down one Rising Star, fair enough.
Not my contract.
But yes, VGY now on match point. Orp has quite a bit of work to put in order to even things out. Well, if we've seen anything about Orp, is that once he gains some momentum...
he actually committed to the string this time. VGY obviously punishing him the last 2 times he tried to use back 1-2. That was good stuff, but he didn't get the combo follow-up. I don't think he was ready for it to have connected.
It's that checklist, man. Once you see opponent
What
get
a
used to
jump.
it, so that unfortunately drops it, but keeps things safe. Very good decision.
This is actually a very fast-paced match for these kinds of characters that will generally lame you out. Both these players are playing very, up in their faces.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The thing, there's a lot of patience and mind games, decisions being made, and just being worth spacing at the moment, but unfortunately doesn't catch you that.
Doesn't commit.
Ooh. The low.
Yeah,
Oh,
great confirm right there with the back 3-4 string.
Yeah.
Almost caught that rollback. I could tell he really committed to it.
Nice. Orp does have access to fatal blow at the moment. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's gonna
Of
kill,
course.
isn't it?
Flashbacks of finals.
Wait, no, is that gonna kill? I don't think it will.
We'll see.
No,
what
no,
the
no,
stomp
no,
on
no,
the face.
it won't.
Step on
Wait.
the ex-wife. There we go.
No, yeah, he's not.
Oh!
Wait!
Oh no!
What?
Oh no! Not
If
like
he does
this.
this.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh
See,
my god.
if he went for the fatal blow cancel over there into something else, maybe. But Op taking a round for himself, showing that he's still got signs of life.
Space
Excuse me.
outright. Oh man. Not a fun place to be put against Johnny Cage. Oh, down 1 star. Check.
Poke City. Yeah, hold that.
Oh!
Gonna turn it into a lot of damage right here.
Oh, 37%. The damage you can't sleep on.
almost 40% of your health block.
Oh no.
Look at that.
That's
Jump twos.
gonna be dead. That's gonna be dead.
Oh yeah, he's done, man.
Oop. Oh!
I think.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there's a lot of mental mind games going on right now.
Mental mind games, and both teams are just BMing the heck out of each other, aren't they? They're BMing the hell out of each other. They're just like, yeah, you want to bag us, we'll bag you. To be fair, Clyde pulled the trigger. They got a bit cocky in the beginning, didn't they?
Yeah.
They started teabagging first. So to get counter teabag like this after basically being, I'm not gonna lie, man, Video Games has demolished both his opponents so far. It's been a straight demolition derby, like for real. It's like a monster truck going over a rubber duck. But generally speaking, it's like if you're gonna actually pull the trigger on teabagging someone, they're gonna do it back to you when they show you up like this. Because now the London Lionhearts are up by 2. It is now 3-1.
Yeah, no, it's been exceptional. Again, I'm just so glad we get to see these matches once again because these teams have been going head-to-head for a while. And the caliber of play is definitely showing it as it's been extremely back and forth. Although Clyde have 1 point on their side, the London Lionhearts are showing why they won Season 1 and Season 2.
That's true, and on top of that, Mr. Draxbat wasn't even in those 2 seasons, and Video Games didn't join until Season 2. Spyware is the only returning player. But Spyware, speaking of the devil, he is up next.
Yeah,
And we are probably going to see what might even just be a Shang Tsung mirror match again, because that's what we saw last time.
you know what to do, boys.
There's basically 2 opportunities for this guy to meme me and for TQT probably watching just to meme everything again.
You see, now you've said that, they're probably watching this, and now they're going to make sure it's guaranteed. If they can do it for, like, both rounds, think
No,
both.
please don't. Please spare me. I don't know how
the
much
thing
more of
is-
this I could take.
The thing is, that also puts the extra mind game in both their players' heads. Of thinking,
Because they want the
do I
riddle.
neutral duck it? Do I neutral duck
Yeah.
it down 2 on the final hit?
We're not seeing any of that though. We're just going to see one of the Shang Tsungs still make it back, and that is going to be Nausea.
Oh, going for the cheeky stuff there. Down 4 into down back 4. Of course, you can
Yeah,
get
that's
a
something we call-
counter crushing blow.
Ultra gimmicks.
Oh!
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That was pretty funny.
Uh-oh. Or something that Nausea has to hold. He cannot break away at the moment. Goes for the
Yeah.
restand.
+4 into that 2-2.
Buttons.
Oh, I think he tried it down one anti-air.
That was a really deep
Nice
jump kick.
anti-crossover right
beautiful.
there. Oh, that was a big whiff, but a great punish from Nausea.
Big down 2.
Yeah, big. Huge!
Oh man.
Look at that.
Oh, we're
Conversions. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spyware, he didn't spend the breakaway on that.
He knew it
Smart
was
stuff.
coming.
This isn't going to kill him anyway, and if Nausea throws a very nonsensical projectile, he's going to get Fatal Blow in return for it, which is going to be Spyware's game. But if I were Spyware, I would not be jumping. You know, just... He throw tech.
Oh my god. This
Yeah,
scrap-
I knew that was coming! I knew that was coming! That was clutch.
That
Spyware loves to do that off of
He
forward
does.
2-2-4. He loves it.
That was so clean.
You
That
gotta
was
throw
so
him after
clean.
it. Or hit him with a slower normal.
Yeah. Nausea at the moment. Moving back, not out of this just yet.
Don't press anything.
Ooh.
Nice down forward to check the throw.
2-4 goes into the big rain kick. Oh, misses last hit, unfortunately. Forward 2 goes for the grab, brings back some health. Back one,
Back
check.
one staggers,
that
but
was sick.
way too predictable for the Scotsman right there. He's gonna confirm that onto the Ermac lift.
4-on-4.
Almost, yeah, that is a lot of damage right there, but that was a confirm.
Okay, gonna go for the restand. Plus frames.
He didn't punish the interactable though. That was a pretty big drop if you ask me.
Yes, but oh,
Yeah.
no, it's dead.
That's dead.
That's super dead.
Oh, wait, no, I don't, it could scale quite a lot off the forward 2-2 nomad, but I think it is death.
I know, I feel like going through the
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, he's dead, he's dead. That's it.
Yeah.
Spyware taking that first game, showing a lot more life than he did the first time these guys played earlier this evening.
Yeah, no, for sure. Spyware's, he's cleaned up his execution, and his decision making is definitely showing that. It's really, really benefiting him, and you know, it seems like it's quite hard for Nausea to get things going there. You know, he made the
Yeah.
right decision in his first round, but it just seemed like the second one, Spyware was just able to do Cabal.
Yeah, I mean, the first
Kabbalah.
round, it should be a statement saying that Spyware will flawless block you if you press buttons after forward 2-2-4. It's -5, if I'm not mistaken. Not a move that is punishable, but a move that does allow the other person to start pressing buttons earlier because they have 5 frames of advantage. But what Spyware is doing is he's like, okay, I know that I'm -5. I know you're going to want to try and press a button because I'm -5. I'm probably going to poke you, right? There's a lot. It's a big mind game behind the frame data in this game. So what Spyware has done is essentially saying, you want to take your turn, you are not allowed to. If you try to, I will punish you with a full combo. Now, Nausea's adaptation in this situation would have to be being aware of how Spyware is using different things. But going over to the noob sidebot, he's picked seeing double. Now we spoke about this earlier too, where you see how he teleported on reaction to the air buzzsaw. It doesn't really get you much. Now he spent the bar in it, but it doesn't get you enough damage the same way Dark Sabbath would.
Oh,
But if you're consistently hitting it, who cares? Because you're getting 16%.
Oh man, Spyware just getting opened up a little bit too much at the moment.
Yeah, Nausea just playing absolutely explosive at right.
KB.
Nice throw tech.
Yeah, Nausea's just making really good decisions at the moment. It just seems Spyware is unable to adapt to Nausea's playstyle right now.
Round 2, fight.
So, nice neutral duck at the moment. Goes for down 3 check. Surely works his way and goes for the X slide. Beautiful. Catches it. Oh,
Could have gotten more, but a nice throw tech again. Seems like everyone has woken up now, you know, by this point in the evening.
But definitely those slides are starting to build up for Nausea at the moment.
Oh,
man, big
Spyware
damage.
not
This is corner
opting to
damage.
spend the bar, yeah.
Wise choice. Oh!
Couldn't get the combo right there.
Oh, wow, was that a down two?
Yeah.
Caught by a grab. Ugh.
Down 2 got thrown.
Ugh. Nice. Oh! What are we seeing tonight? A lot of clones. You. Oh, what?
What?
Oh my god. Look, they even know it. They even know it, and they're bagging. They're bagging. What? This is all happening in one
Was
round.
that the sickest display of tech we've ever seen?
That's. Oh my god, what is happening?
It's like Cabal he had to stop for a moment. He's like, yeah, I may be faster than everyone in this universe, but what just happened?
Oh my god. I need a replay of that. I have no words. I actually have no words for that one. That did not feel good or look good.
Yeah, seeing that just put me on mental life support, man. Like, holy, that was something. I've seen that being used in some situations where people use the invincibility frames of a jumping interactable to avoid certain things. But in that situation, it really looked like the Nomad Dash connected, and Cabal acted like the Nomad Dash connected. He stopped at the interactable. He was like, "Wait, where'd he go?" It's like playing Genji and you dash through someone and you just lose them completely, and you're just like, "Man, I have no idea what's going on around me. Where am I again? Oh crap!" And he's like, he's doing all this stuff, but in the meantime, Nausea's just chilling on the other side of the stage, bagging, and he's just like, "Hey man, I'm over here now."
And he's like,
So,
that looks really dumb, didn't it?
Awkward laughter, sweating profusely. Just...
But now it is one apiece, which means we'll go down to the final round between these two. Now, what are we going to see? A character switch? Ooh, yes we are.
We have a S-Hang Sung.
A Shang-Chi Sung?
Yeah, Shang-Chi Sung. I've always hated that.
I feel like you just don't like things about Shang.
No, I love Shang. I just...
You mean Shang-Chi Sung? You're stuck with me for this entire season. Oh man, but I'm saying that
down to crushing blow. Oh. Doesn't have the breakaway for that. That's a lot of damage, but that wake up teleport. My man is definitely playing older Mortal Kombat games, but made a hard read.
Big jump threat.
I love it.
Oh, getting a bit of that life juice.
Life juice, yeah.
Life juice. I'm trademarking
Not
that.
enough to chip out, but doesn't get the punish.
Oh,
yeah, there
very
it is.
patient stuff being shown by Spyware.
Nausea's gonna have to really, like, dip into his pick and mix bag and start mixing his opponent because, I mean, seeing double isn't exactly a mix-heavy variation, but Spyware just seems to be out-neutraling Nausea in every respect right now.
Yeah, this matchup looks like it's something that, just seeing double isn't comfortable contending with, or not being able to throw out those clones just isn't working.
Yeah, this round right now is all Spyware solely for the fact that Nausea's just playing a bit too impatient.
Nice
throw tech. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, that was
the gimmicks. I mean, use them now when you have so much of a life lead, right?
Nice. Oh, what was that? My goodness me. Yeah,
that was 2-1.
Extremely dominant.
What
Not
was
going to see more bagging? No, respect being shown from Spyware, the only honourable person that seems to be in the Lionhearts right now, for the time being. But,
yeah, the Lionhearts have been dominating now.
Yeah,
in the second set. They're just completely dominated right now. And it looks like everyone on this team is just so much more comfortable right now. And they are really like, yeah, for sure. It's like you can feel how much each of these Lionhearts players are frothing at the mouth at the moment because they're just like, yeah, come on, let's go. But it's 4-1 right now, and if Mr. Jack Sprat can clutch it out in that run back against Euphemism,
seals it,
then that is going to put it at 1-1, which means we're going to go to a tiebreaker if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the table, man. It's gonna. I have a feeling it's gonna happen.
There's nothing on the table, mate.
I mean, you can't see it, but you have my ongoing disappointment and despair.
But is Youth going to pick Nightwolf again? Because the first time he picked Nightwolf, it seemed like a BM pick.
It did.
Because he did not know Mr. Jack Sprat's name. Like, he was just saying, okay, this guy plays Nightwolf. I'm going to play Nightwolf in the mirror. Right? Dill, if you're watching, you know what happens. If you play me in a Nightwolf mirror, if Mr. Jack Sprat plays me in a Nightwolf mirror, you will lose. Right? And I think that Jack adopted the mentality of, if you play me in the Nightwolf mirror, you will lose. Because it's not a matter of the matchups or something at that point. For player mentality sometimes, it can really be, you just pick my character. I'm going to assert my dominance. It's like, you know how in Smash Bros. Melee sometimes you'll have like those grudge matches. Liquid, Chillin versus Leffen, when they fought each other in the Fox Mirror, and then they had the winner got the color pick indefinitely. The other person wasn't allowed to pick it by the end of that money match. And it was a straight bodying. So to me, it's like when I'm playing a mirror match, man, I want to dominate the other player and tell them to get off my character. I'm going to assert my dominance in every respect. Just saying, no, this is my character, you know?
See,
And
I really wish I got that reference, but I don't watch trash.
that
But-
is... Hey, man.
Joking. No, I'm kidding. I get it.
Hey,
I
why
get
you gotta put it like that, man?
But
God, you're so toxic. I can't stand it anymore.
MK fan on Twitter right here.
MK Stan on Twitter right here, as you can tell, you know.
But
Where are all HBTW stands at? Come on, at me.
What have you done?
Do you actually have Stan accounts?
I don't.
I'm gonna start an
want to
army of
know.
HBTW Stan
Oh
accounts.
no.
Please make it happen.
Oh,
We
I
all
don't-
have to be Melina fans as well, honestly. Like,
Oh.
everyone has to be a Melina fan, and everyone should also say that, oh my god, Terminator is a really trash decision to add to Mortal Kombat 11. Because he's not really. Like, Terminator is sick. He is sick.
Fun.
Throwbacks to last week because Cecil Snow put on a display with Terminator. That was
That
super fun to
Big
watch.
boot. We just
Yeah,
takes off your
he's so
knees.
cool. He's so cool.
Oh.
And, you know, it's like... Well, Jack Sprat, he's going to play Nightwolf. I'm so concerned about what Euphemism's going to play over here.
That's the interesting thing with how the scores are right now. Does Euphemism also go for the mirror match, or does he purposely go for a counter pick? That's the thing. Got to keep
What
that
has he
in
been
mind.
doing this entire time? It looks like he's playing what he thinks is the most comfortable character for him in the matchup.
At this point,
Maybe against Nightwolf. Maybe the most comfortable character for you to play is Nightwolf, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, we haven't been seeing the select screen. So at this point, I'm convinced that he's just going like, hidden cursor,
Hidden cursor, random select. This is the part where he has like...
that's what I know about him. It's his shtick.
He's got like fanfare katana or something, and he's like, oh, not again. He's got like True Khan Shao. He's like, so, what do we do? Maybe if he gets a character he doesn't like, he picks the wrong stage on purpose. Now this is an
okay.
interesting matchup right here. Yep.
That reflex was on
Return
point.
to sender. Look at that.
Oh.
Now, I want to see a lot of matchup knowledge coming out from Jack Sprat over here, because Nightwolf is a character that is one of the best characters to deal with Cetrion, especially in spring cleaning, right?
At the moment, it just seems like Euphemism's able to play the game.
What is that standing
that hit
one?
behind.
Fix this character.
That hit behind, that was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, well, everyone knows that Cetrion is one of the greatest standing ones in the game.
It is incredible. It's just the active frames and the range of it. It's so deceptive because it's not just her hand that's hitting you. It's like the
That
energy.
geyser.
Yeah, it's just nice. That was very, very impressive from Euphemism right there.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, Dexprat gets out buttoned. Those active frames, man. that forces
You
them
can't be
so bad.
pre-committing into that. Now, Cetrion is going to get the biggest punish in the world, only 14%, but pre-committing into the Rising Tomahawk is a very risky thing to do in general because there's no safe follow-up from it. But that
now-
confirm right there is exactly what we need to see more of.
Yeah, no, Jack Sprat. The thing is, again, I mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again. Plays like fine wine, gets better over the course of time. It's starting to show adaptations, put in more offense, but he's able to make his way in, that's the question.
Yeah,
Oh.
Euphemism is just absolutely, like, you know, just
Nice.
running his own thing at the moment.
Oh, 24%. No joke.
Nice. Empty jump down threes, I'm a big fan of as
Oh,
well.
the misinput again.
Yeah.
It's something we are seeing consistently.
Oh,
oh
dead.
My God,
He's
that's
dead.
It. That's
He's
it.
dead,
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. That's super dead.
That's all you needed to do. It's 40. It's over 40%. And you know what? I want to see Jack
Wait,
flawless
how
block
much
the balls.
lightning?
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. I know the damage.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah, yeah.
say. I was like, ooh.
You're no match for the
I rob people with that way too much. Forward 2 strings and it's a fatal blow.
I know.
You know, with I suppose you do. But I want to see him flawless block the second part of the active barrier a lot more.
Yes.
Because of the pushback it has applied to it. You know, you don't want to be holding that all the time. And reflecting the boulder is another great way. If you're not flawless blocking it, you want to be reflecting it. Oh, I like that. He knew he was going to geyser. Yeah,
Nice.
using it again. Close the gap on him. Going for the back
missing
3-4, down 4.
Oh, Euphemism just being caught by everything under the sun right now. Oh,
You've been caught
empty up 3.
ducking more.
You'll see a grab soon. Oh no, Euphemism
Oh, he just
expected
got
it.
hit by the final hit of it anyway.
Oh man, Euphemism,
Nice.
keep your feet on the ground. It's okay.
Oh,
man.
pre-committed. Not enough damage though. He could have
Yes,
punished.
can go anyway. Misses access that fatal blow. Oh, felt it with
One
my
more
bones.
hit.
Down 3, goes for the 1-1. Commit.
Oh,
commits to
what?
no, the neutral duck.
just went over
Unfortunately,
him.
That's dead.
Yeah, that's dead.
Dead.
That is a really, really risky thing to do if you are Mr. Jack Sprat. Euphemism taking advantage of the situation and just closing things out. Gonna take that first game for himself.
We're gonna see some bags. No?
Cetrion wave dash.
Keeps it clean.
Cetrion wins.
Man, this character is such a cool design. I know she gets a lot of flack, but I love her design.
No, I think it's cool because she reminds me of the Avatar. The final win pose. It's like Avatar State, you know, against Fire Lord Ozai. It's just so sick. But either way, I would like to see. So Cetrion does not have a strong wake up game. What I would like to see Jack doing is, instead of creating space to give Cetrion the, I guess, respect you would call it, so that because of her wake up options or wake up 1-1, you know, can be a very threatening thing, or delay wake up down 3s and stuff. Or there's a few different ways you can wake up with Cetrion that can be kind of annoying if you're a Nightwolf player that likes to do 1-1s or down 3s, you know. But there is something to be said about using crossover 3s being very strong against characters that don't have good wake ups, because you're using that jump kick to really, if you hit it, you can Rhino charge for free because of the changes they made in the patch. That will be 100% guaranteed if you dial it in. It might not be the most damage in the world, but it's damage nonetheless, and it's Oki.
I mean, any form of Oki can be really good in this game. It's just one of these
Nice forward 1-2.
games where wake up buttons are so going to be strong. Oh, nice. Bounce down. 1-1 Sagas, down 3 again.
Using that back one.
Oh, those active frames, man.
Yeah, punish that.
Oh,
nice.
there it is.
Yeah, Euphemism forced to use his breakaway as well, blocking the overhead.
Oh, but that wall.
Punish that! It's minus! Oh!
Doesn't get it, unfortunately. Shoulder charge. Oh, with grab. Big down 2 damage.
I like Jack's patience right now, getting clipped by the very end of that down forward one that Cetrion threw out.
Oh, no flawless block.
Oh man, that has such a crazy hitbox, and the active frames on the active barrier are definitely, something. And that's why it's called active barrier, right? Oh man, it's just a horrifying force to deal with.
Would you say a horrifying force of nature?
Horrifying force of desire to kill. Shouts to Skeleton Witch. Making the name so I don't have to.
Oh, that wall, man.
Yeah, that is definitely quite an impressive thing right here to deal with. Euphemism being the absolute light for Claymores and trying to keep them in at this set.
They're definitely not out of it just yet, but they have some work to put in order to win things.
Oh, that Vlog guys are going to connect, but he doesn't have the bar to continue it.
Be a huge win for the Claymores to take it over the London Lionhearts, but they have some work to put in.
That's true. Now, Nightwolf is a character that can hurt you pretty hard for you making mistakes or you guessing wrong against him. So Jack would need to find every single way that he can just to enforce as much of the Nightwolf BS as he can. Obviously, Cetrion's going to try and keep you at bay, but that was a really good punish for that forward one right there, forcing the breakaway from Euphemism.
A lot of checks being shown at the moment. Unfortunately, Jack's back not able to open up Euphemism.
The overhead. He just built the bar. Nice. Using the up tomahawk because he realized Euph was a bit too high, but that wake up 1-1 as we said earlier.
Not the overhead.
I would honestly like to see him reflect those. They don't go back to Cetrion, but they negate the attack.
Question is, do you actually recover faster by doing so?
I mean, if he meter burns it, then fair enough, but you can just reflect the second one.
Yes. At the moment, Jack's Pratt unfortunately on the back foot, and those guys
are
still chip away.
That's murder she wrote right there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh, there we go. No one's innocent here. Everyone gets BM'd. But yes, that means Euphemism lands another point for the Claymores. But, I'm aware of who's playing next as well, which could 110% seal out the big win that Lionhearts need to get 1-1. That, of course, being VGY.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Oh, really? Are we being sarcastic now?
And, it's going to be rough either way for the Claymores, because even with this win, it's still a very difficult situation to pull yourself out of, because now it's 4-2. You have to win. So Nausea, if anything, Nausea was the guy that beat VGY, the only person to beat VGY in a game in the Season 2 finals. If he can clutch it out this time around and play against Video Games, the thing is, right, but Video Games is playing Outtake Johnny now. He was playing Jax back then, and I feel like it's just a totally different ballpark to deal with. You know, the different styles of gameplay.
And of course, with LCQ around the corner, he really wants to up his game, make himself a bit more familiar with the character. So the more games possible, the more experience he can have. The big, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, the more you play the character, the better you get over the course of time. We're definitely seeing it here, but Noja can, you know, keep his spacing, keep away, like, you know, VGY from getting what he needs to get done. Definitely
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Johnny as a projectile-centric. Well, he has a very good. He's not projectile-centric, but he has a very good projectile, which Soul Eater Shank can deal with very comfortably, right?
Yes. Oh, interesting breakaway.
Yeah, that might have been an accident right there. I think he got it from holding block and just kind of shimmying on that down.
It seems like it, but this is not a fun place you want to be against VGY with Johnny Cage in his fingertips.
This guy plays online all the time as well. So you're basically playing a player who is still in his comfort zone.
You are playing the most Kombat League of Warriors possible.
First guy to get 10k.
Sorry?
First guy to get 10k points. I think he's the only person to get 10k points.
I would not expect anything less from VGY.
Up 3 blocks. Yeah, this is a rough place to be against Johnny Cage, you know,
It's
+6
so
right there, you try to
impressive.
move forwards, yeah, see? It's really rough. 4-2 staggers and escape build, but not going to get to anything.
Yeah, VGY put in the corner, but honestly, I feel like at this point in time, with 1 round up, you can kind of just sit there and wait for Noja to kind of open himself up. Gets nothing off the flawless block.
Nice throw tech.
Frames. Good stuff from Noja.
Yeah,
down
going
2.
for that down 2. Probably expecting a breakaway in that instance.
Frames. Oh man, no, Noja wasn't going to press buttons right afterwards. Uh-oh, VGY starting to get things going again. Oh, fully saw it coming.
Oh my god, that worked. He just did it, you know?
Oh.
I really thought that video games you blocked that.
Yeah,
It looked like he did, but then he let go of block. He was probably
it's-
just moving towards him, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And that's it. That's that one's game right there.
Oh, that's sad.
This is why you can't overcommit to meaties in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, you gotta
There's
be
just
careful,
a lot
man.
of wake-up options.
Gotta be careful. Are we gonna see more bags? No, we are not. But good stuff being shown at the moment, and that's another big win for Lionhearts. Almost down to their 1 official point, evening out the playing field. But Noja not out of this just yet. Doing extremely well there, to be fair. He was holding his own for the most part.
Yeah. I do think that he is playing well, and the Soul Eater Shang is definitely a really strong pick for Noja as well.
Character.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel like he seems really comfortable on this character, and having the noob Cybot as well besides that is, it creates, a very Noja style of gameplay. Like, it's a very good thing, but these are things that we would notice a lot more as people who have, seen Noja play in previous MK titles as well. And it's all about video games Yo's Johnny Cage at the moment being this force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
Just absolute oppression. A lot of poke staggering, a lot of plus frames, a lot of punishment, and consistent anti-airs. He's been anti-airing Shang's jump 3, but most importantly, you can tell how comfortable video games Yo really is in this matchup.
And I mean, it definitely has been showing. He's been playing exceptionally well. Oh, goes for the cancel.
Nice throw tech. Now, do you think that VGY has a lot of experience playing against Arn Kratos?
Possibly.
Because Arn Kratos plays like all 3 variations of Shang, doesn't he? He's a
does.
Shang one-trick, essentially. And a very good one at that.
At the moment, Noja definitely upping his game, and VGY being a little bit on the back foot when saying that.
Oh, the anti-crossover.
Anti-air.
That's something we've been seeing a lot from Noja, and it's super sick. He's got quite a health lead right now. Gotta watch out for that fatal blow cancel.
Yes, VGY is definitely still in the fight. Waiting for Noja to open himself up, keep things simple. Oh man.
Wake up buttons right there. Good patience.
Oh my
Yeah, this is
goodness.
dangerous territory.
Oh, that was so crisp. Oh my god, he ripped out his hands.
Wow.
He ripped it out of his hands. Match point, VGY. Gonna possibly put 1 point on the Lionhearts right now.
These guys are in nursery, and VGY just stole the fire truck from Noja's hands. Man, that was something.
Oh,
That was
wave
sick.
dash, just fully baiting him out. Press the button.
Yeah, there it is. Anti-aired again. You can't jump. Staggers and throws. This is looking like the video game's Yo Anthem right here. He's like, sub me in, coach. I'll win the set for you.
Nice.
Definitely providing.
Oh wow, that was so oppressive from VGY. Just going down one to Rising Star. Oh, we're gonna get a fatality. Nice. Oh, I love this one. So good.
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action. Cut.
Who hired this guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut, take 19.
God, I love
Watch
that
the
fatality
hands.
so much.
Watch the hands.
Flipping the bird at. Oh man,
It's
you know, it makes
so
me happy
good.
to see Shang lose, because then I don't have to deal with the after effects. You know what I mean?
No.
You're so tilted by that. I'm just kidding. Either way, like, you know, the London Lionhearts, they've seemed so much more aggressive and so much more like in your face, just complete oppression. They seem so much more comfortable this set as well.
It was like a complete flip of the first round. On
Yeah, yeah. The Claymores have still played very well, but they've let it slip through their fingers like sand in their hands, just like the London did in the first set. And now it's coming back, where the momentum has just gradually shifted over. It's completely like, you know, they flipped the egg time around. So I'm just really curious to see who is going to be up to bat from each of these teams. If I'm assuming correctly, it's going to be obviously Video Games for London Lionhearts as the most consistent player on the team. I don't really see an option not to. If you want the win this week, you would play your best character.
Did you say
Play-
option?
I did not. And you. Stop it.
No.
You obviously you pick your strongest player, and I think, speaking about that specifically, who do you think would be on the side of Clyde Claymores? Because all three of them have played really well this evening.
But the one player that has been rather consistent is Orp, so I wouldn't expect anything less. And of course, I knew this was going to happen.
And there it is.
I knew this was going to.
And this tiebreaker is going to be settled with Highborn Katana. I actually wanted to see Highborn Katana, I'm not going to lie. I find it fun to watch. I think Katana's fun to watch. She's
A
cool.
good Katana
She's cool.
is very good to watch. But I think that's the one
She's
that
just so
you
stylish.
think.
I've always loved Katana. But, you know, this is a character that we have not seen Op play on the Arena Clash before. And Video Games, I'm not even sure if he's played against Op's Highborn, but I know that VGY also does play his own Highborn. He knows how to play it.
Is that wake
Yeah,
up?
that was an up too. That was something.
Yeah, but Orp at the moment definitely putting in work and making it rather difficult for VGY to get things go. It's just an
Down two.
overwhelming amount of options. That anti-air was crispy.
It was indeed. He's definitely, for someone that has not got a very long history playing Mortal Kombat, his jab anti-airs are sick. That was...
Oh my god!
I mean, that was so sick, but it unfortunately didn't work out for him, you know. Flawless Block up 2ing that projectile is something I haven't seen before. That's KB! Oh, not even going to use it. He doesn't even need to.
Damage.
Exactly.
Wow.
So much damage! I didn't even know that was going to kill.
That is ridiculous. You can probably see why Orp went for this character. Well, I was like, I'm gonna cheese you out because I know that this character has fluctuating frame data. You have to think twice about every decision you make. Oh, man.
That slight delay into that down 2 right there.
Oh, those fans, man. They are a problem. These cancels. It's
I'm
just
actually
so
really
overwhelming.
liking this Highborn play right now from Op. He seems really comfortable.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
back 2, gonna
All of
catch.
it. It does so much damage. Nice.
Is that back 2 or 4-2? I don't know.
Yeah, VGY not have this yet. You can understand when he gets things going, it's very hard.
Oh, that was
man.
risky.
I have a feeling a Hail Mary Fatal Blow is going to be in play in a second.
Op trying to move closer
man.
so he doesn't have to be jailed by these projectiles right here. He doesn't want to be forced to block them, but yeah.
Rising Star.
Too
One
risky,
apiece.
too risky.
Contract. Final round. Fight.
Stuff. Oh, being pressed at the moment. Going for
Yep,
those rising
using those
fans
fans.
again. Oh, the anti-air so clean.
It
Down
feels
to Drake.
pointless to be breaking over there, though. Every time someone's broken against Johnny in that situation, he's only getting the Rising Star afterwards, which really isn't a lot of damage. So you're wasting both your defensive bars, in my opinion. Like, he gets Oki, but you probably don't want to deal with, so maybe that can be argued, but it's a bit like, you know, it just doesn't do that much damage.
Oh, gets nothing off it. Oh!
Yep, just completely stuffing him out of the offensive options that he wants to choose.
Oh man, fatal blows now in play.
Up
Oh,
to
he knew it was
flawless
coming.
blocked. Video Games Yo turning that around entirely, because that really did look like Op's game in the beginning.
I mean, again, it's because those rising fans have fluctuating crazy frame data that's just tied to them. So VGY needed to somewhat, I'd say, gather his bearings. Kind of
I
understand
think
what
Op takes
was doing.
he took a bit too many risks, just
Yeah.
unnecessary risks.
I mean, you started to see
a
with-
bit up too happy, a bit happy
Teleports.
with some teleports with the offensive buttons he's choosing to use. Now at that sort of range, you have to be aware that Johnny's are just faster. You know, it's not really a matter of you can use like a let's say hypothetically like a 15 frame mid when you're only about sweep distance away. Because Johnny's going to just micro dash down for you, or he's going to hit you with 1-2-1, or he's going to hit you with 4-3-4-4, or 2-4-4, or 1-2-4. There's a lot of different things that he can do in that situation. You could even choose to back off and throw projectiles.
Oh,
But yeah,
that is unfortunate. Spends both bars defense meter.
yeah,
but-
really
oh.
committed to it.
Don't get me wrong, crazy style points on my end, but that is still bad. What I'm saying about Ultra does have one defensive bar of meter. VGY wanting to space himself, chooses opportunity to pick away at Nice, gets him at the cancel.
Yeah, but absolutely disrespected with that down 2 over there. Failing the tech on that throw.
Or something we do rarely see from VGY, as he is like a big throw tech monster.
It's crazy, isn't it? He's really good at throw teching.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah, what a whiff
space
punish. That was sick. Now, that is crazy, isn't it, right? How VGY is so good at throw teching, but throws are still a 50-50 even when you try and tech. He
Yeah.
still throw techs.
Galaxy break.
Yep, that was
That
as clean a whiff
is-
punish as I've ever seen.
Yep, now all passes the second guess using that string of possibly a character change if he does lose this. Lionhearts are going to be far more aggressive. They're hungry, they're out for blood, and
Oh, try to
walks
punish
into
it.
No rising fans. Oh, the sort of buttons. All unable to get anything going at the moment. Just being a bit too patient for his own good.
Oh, actually committed to the full string this time. Not working out for him.
Spacing again.
Yeah, Video Games Yo's spacing has been impeccable, but what a sick confirm from Op.
That was
Misses the follow-up if he could have gotten anything, though.
Oh, not afraid to interrupt now.
Did you see the raw neutral duck?
Oh,
You know what?
fatal blow. Wow. Wow.
That was dominance, my
That
friend.
was annihilation.
It looked like absolutely no one was just able to really bring it to Video Games Yo, let alone as Johnny Cage. I mean, I feel like the results probably wouldn't have differed too much if he had played Jax or Nightwolf, but playing Johnny is just what we've been seeing him play recently in a competitive format. And if he plans to play Johnny at LCQ as well, it is looking mighty strong, but we'll have to see how it handles against the world's top players as well. You know, I just think that it just as a player, he's been playing just absolutely insane. He's just
Phenomenal.
constantly improving.
It's ridiculous to just see that this was some online player who I just saw in Ketchup and Mustard stream one evening. He goes to Finsbury Park, participates in Critical Combat, correct?
Yeah.
And then goes to Verse Fighting, mixed top 8 event, and goes to
Celtic Throwdown.
It's a
Revolver.
bloodbath. Yeah, Revolver.
Just a lot of different events, and he's just constantly been consistent. Just every single time that he has lost, he's come back so much stronger. It genuinely does seem like he's
he's
gone
a
into
Saiyans.
the hyperbolic time chamber.
Oh,
But,
there we go.
but Off has gone back to the patented Sonya Blade as well, Ringmaster as we know him for. We'll have to see if his main is the final hope for the Clyde Claymores this weekend. Sorry, we're not even in the weekend, it's Monday, man. What am I on about?
Yeah.
This week.
But of course, we did see this match earlier, and VGY did take it rather
Oh
convincing.
my
He
goodness.
didn't care. He was like, "That's cool. I'll just do it again." Stuff. Cancel him with the overhead. Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god!
are not- You are not crossing him over like that. Nice punish.
Roll.
I feel like he could have just gotten more, but I think the ass whipping would have pushed him out the corner, which is why Op didn't want to commit to the 1-3-4.
Oh, Wake up buttons. Okay. Or not out of this just yet, wanting to bring things back, but VGY at the moment.
Yeah,
Probably
being wise to it and keeping the space.
Yeah, VGY is probably taking the time to adjust, see how Orp's playing, different mentality. Because at this point, I can understand that Orp's probably under a fair bit of pressure to get things going on his side. Crossover. Ooh, nice neutral duck. Low takedown. Oh, interesting attempt at
Nice
anti-air.
throw tech.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuffed on that forward movement right there with the back 1-2-3.
Nice.
Oh, caught by the overhead again, this time off committing to it and getting the full combo. Great stuff.
Yeah, VGY not out of this just yet, however.
Yeah, forward
Was
four
having
absolutely
access to
trading.
that fatal blow. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh. Are we gonna see a
Dangerous
comeback?
place to be.
Ooh.
Wake up
Oh,
fatal
my
blow?
bones.
No, wake up
interactable.
interactable. That was something.
Oh, I was expecting an anti-ad. Good stuff.
Yeah,
from Orp,
that was a
taking
really
it to
good throw.
VGY.
That was a risky throw if you ask me, but like, damn.
This is getting far closer than I expected, but Jesus. Like, I knew it was going to be close tonight. There was no doubt it was going to be close tonight, but we're literally going to final sets to just chew. Oh man. You guys are putting on quite a show tonight. Well done.
It's definitely been a very, very good one on our hands this evening. And, you know, honestly, I don't expect VGY to be switching off of Johnny. I don't see a reason for it, and he's only lost the one game as well.
Yeah.
If he were to switch, for some reason, I mean, it's something to consider, right? Something that we would have to consider is I don't really see why he would need to in general. But if he was going to, it would be on the final game. You know?
Whatever he feels comfortable with as
Yeah.
of right now. Anything's possible. He has options on the table, but I feel like right now, with what's going on for LCQ, he probably wants to invest all the time he can into Johnny Cage, and this is a good opportunity for him to,
That was a really good low
that
crush
was
right there.
really
Yeah.
cool.
Good understanding of your character's properties on their moves. Now, I do feel like Op has a mountain ahead of him, but if he plays anything like he did in that last game and stops getting clipped, trying to move forwards by these projectiles, he has a real chance at winning this tiebreaker.
No, definitely at the moment, but he has to be very, very careful. He does remember who he's playing against. He needs to not, one, get frustrated, and two, get flustered, and VGY on match point for the London Lionhearts.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, down freeze under it. Oh, fair enough. Open up the screen a little bit more. Start abusing those projectiles.
This is a bit like besides the match, but the sound effect of his projectile, Johnny's projectile, is actually really satisfying to me. The little whoosh. It's nice takedown right there from Op. Trust me, when you hear it, you'll like it.
Good stuff. It's like a stream of water.
It's like a sound effect I heard in the Swords and Sandals. Op gonna play this projectile game right here, trying to keep this range so that he can't be harassed by Johnny's projectiles as well. But you have to worry about all of Johnny's other buttons at that sort of range.
Yeah,
in video games, yo.
Absolutely no. Orp is looking for that special cancel to steal the round.
Gets thrown. Not quite out of it yet, but he
Full
does still have
screen
the
now.
breakaway. This is very, very scary place to be. He just got caught ducking. I think he must have believed it was going to go over him.
God. No, if he loses.
Op has made comebacks before.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Rising
I was like, Op has made
my
comebacks
God.
before, but I don't.
Oh,
That one was rough.
No, not like this. Are we gonna see
No,
a
yes, like this. They just made the biggest comeback and basically said, we are #1 in the arena clash for a reason.
That is true. My
Who hired this
goodness.
guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut. Take 19.
I can't believe Johnny just misgendered his own wife. Or ex-wife. Are they together or not?
I don't
You know what? They're just ambiguous. Their relationship status is ambiguous. It's complicated, I think. They just have... Yeah, it's,
Their thing, but
They're-
saying that, what we
Their
do
thing.
know for sure, London Lionhearts taking it over Claymores, and
Yeah.
it came down. It was so close.
Yeah.
It was so close, and it was, I know Claymores probably feel a little bit down considering how well they did the first set.
I
how
don't think they are.
different.
They're
I
a set
hope
of chipper
not.
individuals,
I
you know.
hope not.
I think they feel like they did pretty well this evening, and they know where they can
should
improve
be
on.
very proud.
Because they still have the chance to make it and make the run back. Should both these teams make it to finals, we could be getting a run back of Season 2 finals over there as well. And if anything, the Claymores have now gotten effectively probably the hardest match for them out the way in the third week, which is really good because now they have tested their mettle against the top tier team in the Arena Clash. They've tested them against the number one. And to still have won that first set is quite a big statement anyway for the Clyde Claymores. And their new team is definitely looking pretty solid. So I would very much like to see how these guys improve and how they continue to grow and just move forwards with their gameplay and with just their decision making and everything in general. But the London Lionhearts staying true to exactly what they are known for, and that is complete domination. You know, just absolute obliteration of their opponents.
I mean, it also goes to show what can happen as well when you have a sub. You know, you have someone who can substitute out of it because, you know, Hollow played really well tonight, but it was just one of those
It just slipped through his hands, didn't it?
It was just making the wrong decisions at just the wrong times, and they are the smallest things. But in a game like Mortal Kombat 11, which can be extremely unforgiving in many cases, it was just one of those days.
Yeah, man, it's just one of those things, you know?
One of those things, you know?
It's one of those things. But, you know, I just think that every one of these players on Clyde has proven that they've just improved significantly since the last time that we actually had a chance to see them. And new faces in the London Lionhearts as well. You know, Mr. Jack Spratt putting on an absolute show today for us this evening. I hope that everyone else actually, you know, enjoyed watching that Nightwolf as much as we did, because he was making some out of this world reads, like for real, really good conversions,
really good
stuff that we haven't even seen before. Tick throws off of the unsafe string and stuff. There's so many hype moments just with that and with the player in general. But yeah, what do you think the future of the Arena Clash holds? Because obviously there's going to be one of these teams that is going to be making it into the playoffs.
I just want to see them go at it again. I just want to see more blood, more BM, not that much, but just enough, and just
not that much more.
Just more. Just I
start
love...
teabagging in between combos. That's how you know.
We was, you know, don't even say that. I know for a fact that's gonna happen at some point. I'm saying it now. Clip it. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it at some point.
Don't give me that look.
I'm not. I'm just kind of like, it's the power of hindsight.
And either way, you know, there are a few other teams that we are really excited to see as well. I'm really I want to see the new Tyneside.
Yes,
I've heard a lot of things about Mr. Zatara, and you know, there's a lot that we are excited for either way going forwards in the Arena Clash. But we hope that you'll join us next Monday at 6:30 p.m. GMT, as we will be back with week number 4 for the Arena Clash in Mortal Kombat 11. And we are signing out today. I am Falcon.
I'm History Behind the Warrior.
And we'll see you later.